Hey, how you doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to the Share a Beer Show 508. Today is Saturday, May 18th, 2019, I think, right? uh,
I checked, yeah.
yeah, welcome to our virtual pub table, man. And now that I'm actually standing, I feel like I am at a pub table. You know, this couldn't be more of a virtual pub table. Isn't this something? We've got Pat in the house. We've got Mark and Earth. How you doing, guys?
Excellent.
Doing well.
Excellent.
Great. So we've got to get the intro queued up here. So which one should I do? I guess I'll do the pretty much standard one, right?
Special fuck you shout out to Joe D and the rest of his craft beer cunts. Just noticed he's fucking talking shit about the malt liquor drinkers on YouTube. Fuck you, Joe D. You fat piece of shit.
Consider yourself on the list. Yeah, and another thing, that bummer Fred, whatever your freaking name is, bum.
Yeah, and that guy who we don't even know who his name is, he's kind of AOL right now. No,
Yeah, he's
AWOL.
AWOL, yeah.
Maybe he is on America Online. He's having trouble logging on.
That's true. Yeah.
Wait a minute, my modem. I got to put my phone in the modem. Hurry up.
But
His trial CD ran out.
The trial CD.
Wait
Oh
for a
my
new one in the
God. You remember the trial CDs? Oh my goodness, man. So let me see here. What is everybody drinking today? What do you got there, Earth?
I'm drinking Sin Reserva.
Oh.
It's a little nano brewery out in I think Burbank.
I'm sorry,
Trustworthy Brewing.
Sin Reserva? Okay.
Sin Reserva.
Yeah, I've got it.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I got it.
Trustworthy is the brewery.
Trustworthy Brewing Company. Where are they out of, man?
Burbank.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super local. So what do you think about it?
This is very reminiscent of a Bourbon County. It's got that fudgy, chewy, like brownie batter, chocolate, a little syrupy, vanilla, the oak. Definitely some dark roast and some good bourbon flavor.
Is the bourbon kind of mild though? Is it?
Yeah, it's supporting it. There's a lot of people saying it was super hot, but I'm definitely not getting that.
Oh, okay.
Personally, it's very well integrated.
Well, let me share the screen here real quick. We've got 113 ratings on here, 5 in the last 30 days, 12% ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 419. Tom coming in strong. Tom. Earth's coming in strong right now, man. The other coast, man. The other coast. This stout
I think that
for 9 months in our tap
very, very low, to be honest, but that's me.
You think the what?
Well, I was expecting it to be hot. Everybody I looked at all the comments on there, and people are saying it's super hot, but I don't agree with that at all. And I think that's why it's a low 4, because it'd probably be up in the 420, 430 range.
Yeah.
420. You said 420. Yeah, well, you've got Blake S. right here saying boozy AF. Very malty, licorice, and chocolate with a ton of dark fruits.
Huh.
Booze dominates the palate.
Now, do they brew it all the time, or is it a one-off beer for them?
This is the first time I've had anything from this place. And this is a nano brewery, so they're really super small.
Okay.
It's kind of surprising they'd even be bottling it then, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the only time I've ever seen anything.
you don't like. I don't normally think of like a 12% stout as even being that big anymore. You know, to where like for people to say it's super boozy, that's kind of surprising.
Mm-hmm. Does it have a brute? Do you know when it was bottled?
No, I don't believe there's a bottling date on here.
Well, that's
No,
probably part of it. It doesn't have a date on the bottle, so they got to knock it down on the store.
it's definitely. I've been looking at it on the shelves for probably a couple months.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I was gonna say
I don't know.
with-
Maybe it's had time to kind of mellow out. I guess I don't. I mean, that'd be
could
quick,
be.
but
that
Well,
could be. It's aged for 9 months already, so another couple of 2-3 months would make it a year.
Yeah.
and then with the like total amount of ratings and the more the number recently, you think most people probably had it a while ago. If you only have 5 in the last month.
yeah. I mean, it's fairly new to the bottle shop, and this bottle shop gets stuff when they release it. So, and it's only been a couple months, maybe 3 at the very most.
Okay.
I kind of passed it up for a minute, but I finally grabbed one. But it's not. I mean, normally if it was hot, it'd be hot for well over a year, if more than that. So
Yeah, that's true.
maybe it's just me. I'm not picking it up so hot.
Is the bourbon fairly strong? Is the bourbon flavor pretty strong?
It's definitely there, but it's not overpowering the the base beer.
Because maybe the bourbon flavor is what makes people think it's hot when it's actually just
Yeah, a lot of bourbon.
bourbon flavor. Yeah.
Especially if it's like their first time drinking something like this, it's just going to overwhelm somebody.
Yeah, you drink it and you're like, this tastes like bourbon, and
It's we've talked about the ratings before on Untappd pretty much every show since in the last 3-4 weeks, and that's part of it. But it's good to have the reference of this might be boozy. A lot of other people thought it was boozy, and then you try it and you're like, well, not so boozy. I know sometimes some people have a coffee beer, for instance, and everybody's talking about how much coffee they're getting and this and that, and I'm like, well, there's some hints of coffee, but if it says coffee on the label, I want to get effing coffee. You know what I'm saying? And so,
you could definitely spit out another reference for that, whatever it would be.
Yeah. So, but it's still good to at least have some sort of reference going into buying it, right? Because how much was it, Earth?
What was this? I think it was like $12.
Yeah. See, I was going to say
$10 or $12.
I was going to ask if it was like $14. So $12 ain't that bad, man. For a beer. Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I could be wrong. It could have been as low as $8. I've picked up a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of, I don't know. That range is kind of normal for me, so I don't really pay too much attention. But
that doesn't sound
anywhere from like $8 to $12 for this bottle.
Okay.
That's not too bad for 12%. It's not bad. What do you have, Mark?
I just opened up a new brewery, new to the scene. There's someplace called Sam Adams.
Oh man,
lager.
Yeah, I think I vaguely heard of it.
I think it's a nano brewery. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a nano brewery. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pumping out some tasty beers, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of that newcomer?
I don't know. Drain pour. I don't think they got. I don't know. I don't think they'll ever get beyond a few barrels a week. Yeah, they're just not. They don't have what it takes to grow their business at all.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's much bigger players out there. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
There's of course one of the big boys out there is like Dogfish Head.
Yeah. I mean, if they were only as good as Dogfish Head, market as well as Dogfish Head, Dogfish Head would buy them or something.
Yeah. Maybe they will get lucky and Dogfish will acquire them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
So, what do you think of this year's batch?
I was telling Earth, I haven't had it for a few years. I mean, it's it's got some flavor. It's not it's a typical Sam Adams beer. It's kind of.
I'm sorry. Was that the summer ale?
Summer ale, yeah.
Yeah. So does that got some lemon?
Yeah, it's got some lemon and citrus kind of flavors. Okay. Maybe even To me, it tastes almost like a little mango too.
What is it? Is it like 5 something?
Yeah, 5.3, I think. Yeah. So.
That's a
For
good
those
beer
that
on
don't
tap.
know, that was complete sarcasm. For those that might not know, that I mean, it's Sam Adams, of course, is the biggest craft brewery, at least to most of us. They consider that brewery that you have available, Mark. What's the
Yingling.
yeah, Yingling, to be a bigger craft brewery, but I don't know. How could it be the biggest craft brewery if half the country can't get it? I mean, so to me, Sam Adams is the biggest national craft brewery out there. Um,
Yeah.
and their summer ale is a very drinkable beer, man.
Yeah, it's got some flavor, not overly flavorful, but it's kind of crisp, and I mean it's light bodied, got some flavor. So yeah, I mean it's perfect for a warm day.
Yeah, perfect for
probably. I think if I was sitting on the porch and it was 100 degrees, I'd probably rather be drinking this than that bourbon barrel one that Earth is drinking. But if I was inside in air conditioning, I'd probably rather drink the bourbon barrel.
You're speaking of someone who looks like he's sitting outside at least. Hey, Pat, what are you having, brother?
I'm having the Four Peaks Brute IPA.
Oh, the Brute!
I was given it by a friend.
Yeah.
You shared a beer.
Yeah, a beer inspired by the Share a Beer show, right? Yeah.
I actually have never had before. I've had like, I don't know, 100 cans of their normal IPA. And I don't think I like it quite as much, but it's still very good. Brute IPA is something I've been very interested in because I like super dry IPAs, but I've never had one yet that really has blown me away.
Mm-hmm.
I've only probably had maybe a half dozen or so, but I'd like to try what some people consider like the best of the best, just to try it. But
have you had the?
I think we're all searching that out.
Brute?
What's that?
You had the New Belgium Brute IPA?
I think maybe.
Okay, that's
I can't remember.
The only one I've had, and it was it was dry.
I had that. I had oh god, why am I blanking on? AleSmith has one that I tried.
Okay,
it was pretty good. But yeah, it's like a beer that in concept sounds like it'd be really great, but I still, like I said, I haven't had one that's blown me away.
Yeah. And that's becoming a popular style. I'm seeing a lot more of those on the shelves now. Yeah.
In the last 6 months or whatever, it's kind of trendy.
6 months, yeah. It's special. Ever since and last fall, I mean, it's just a lot more on the shelf.
Yeah, Brutes are, and actually there are some craft breweries are encouraging people to mix them up. So, like I think Four Peaks is one of them. I'm pointing at Four Peaks because I happen to have one right here.
What are the odds?
Yeah, what are the odds, right?
Wow.
It's incredible that me and Pat have the same beer. Can you imagine that? What an odd.
Time to go to Vegas.
Yeah, it's time to play the lottery. It is Saturday. Powerball, hello.
Powerball, yeah.
But no, I think Four Peaks is one of the breweries that's encouraging you to, it's well. Let me share the screen here for the Untapped, and then I'll go into what breweries like Four Peaks are encouraging people to do. 877 in the last 30. I'm sorry, total ratings. 87 in the last 30. I'm sorry, 6.7% ABV, 15 IBUs, and a 361, which is decent for a session ale. In the world of champagne and sparkling wine, Brute, quote, Brute is used to denote bubbly that's dry, meaning it has little to no residual sweetness. It's a word that's equally applicable, say that 10 times, after 10 beers, to this extra dry IPA. Mosaic, Hallertau, is that how you say it? Blanc, and Southern Passion hops lend flavors of mixed berries, melon, and white wine that are made even more intense by the beer's lack of sugar. So one thing with that in mind, it's supposed to be the style of Brutes are supposed to mimic white wines or champagnes, smaller bubbles, lots more of them. And with that in mind, they're encouraging people. Some craft breweries that are making brutes are encouraging people to mix them with orange juice, with grapefruit juice, that sort of thing, which was a big thing back in the early 90s. When I was in Germany, you could easily get almost anything mixed with, you name the beer. They were typically wheat beers, though. They would mix wheat beers with Sprite, Dr. Pepper, you name it. That was a very popular thing to do. Fruit juice with beer was popular. You know, when I was stationed in Germany in the military, 89, 90? You know what I'm saying? So that's how far back that goes with me. So it's not a new thing, but
yeah, and I know there's there's actually a very common German beer you can still get that's like most bottle shops. It's like grapefruit juice and like a wheat beer. I think it's like starts with SCH, something like that.
Oh, Schoferhofer.
Something like that, yeah.
Don't try to, Mark. Don't hurt yourself.
Schoferhofer.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt yourself, Mark. You're gonna sprain your tongue. I swear.
Actually, when Pam was in Germany a few years ago, she got me a glass. Yeah, or whatever it is. Schoferhofer.
Oh, see, there he goes again. He's gonna hurt himself. I promise you.
I like Schoferhofer. Whatever it's actually called, Schoferhofer's better.
Yeah. Hey, how about what?
You got to put that in quotes.
Yeah, Schoferhofer. Yeah. I can't even get that one out, and I'm just my first beer in. For Christ's sake,
You're having a Schoferhofer.
Schoferhofer. I mean, it sounds like you're a few bucks away from a lucky night. I mean,
actually, you get the super Schoferhofer.
Yeah, the super Schoferhofer. Hey, Tom, do you need a link to jump in, brother? There's a link up in the chat already. If you can't get to it, let me know. We have Kent beer reviews, but we all know that's not actually Kent. That's Craig, right? And, man, he's been posting like an animal. Craig's been getting some beers, man, that at least on Instagram, that's the way I see his posts.
And he's been doing good.
He's been cranking it out, man. I got to give it to him. Some stuff I would love to have. It makes me want to drive to across the pond. Is that bridge finished yet? The tunnel?
Yeah, the tunnel.
The tunnel, yeah. Is that, I wonder if that's, is that all finished? I don't know.
Do us all fucking favor, Mark. Just fucking end it.
Not until I can say Schoferhofer.
Yeah, not until I can say that, yes. Yeah. Matter of fact, not until he can say it. I doubt he can even get that out the way. He can barely even get Big Mac out of his mouth.
Yeah, I want when the chairman can say Schoferhofer.
Yeah.
Chug a 40 and say Schoferhofer. That's what he should do. His next video should be Chug a 40.
Yeah.
Gauntlet's been set.
Yeah, the gauntlet is set very high. I didn't see any major beer news this week at all. Did anybody know of any or anything? I didn't see any.
I didn't see any big news, but you're familiar with Left Hand, right? Left Hand Brewing.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're supposed to be releasing a peanut butter version of their milk stout later this year.
Peanut butter milk stout. Mm-hmm. No, that would be good.
Yeah, that's a very good, just regular milk stout. So, like nitro version.
Yeah, that is actually one of the better milk stouts, especially on the nitro. Yeah. Good. I wonder what kind of peanut butter they're going to use. That's going to be key.
Now, for those that didn't know, now Bum's not here right now, so there is no malt liquor report without Bum, and we have chiming going on in the chat. Vega says this show sucks without Bum.
Well, don't watch then.
Huh?
I said, well, if it sucks, then don't watch.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, there's nobody's twisting your arm making you be here. But
Well, in that case, boys,
I have a story on here that could help viewing this show. Actually, make it really interesting. Denver.
Oh,
First in the U.S. to decriminalize psychedelic mushrooms, man. So if you were to consume these decriminalized mushrooms in Denver, that would make this show definitely more entertaining. I'm definitely more handsome that way. I think the whole panel is.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd enjoy some malt liquor that way.
I think it would make malt liquor much more tasty, actually.
Already do a shroom. That's another title. So I'm giving you all these ideas.
We're giving them all kinds of ideas, Mark. I mean,
consider yourself on the list.
Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, I mean that's see, boom. You got a shout out from the chairman there, right there, man. Boom.
Right.
Now, for those that don't know, I was just finishing up a Santan Devil's Ale. I think I had this last week as well. But also, what is happening this weekend? What is the big holiday tomorrow? It's a holiday tomorrow, right?
Oh, next weekend. That's next weekend.
Next weekend?
Well, this is Craft Beer Week.
This is Craft Beer Week, but it's also the season finale weekend of Game of Thrones.
That is tomorrow, yes.
I have a Game of Thrones beer on here to celebrate the weekend in the spirit of Game of Thrones. I don't know. How do you? I can't even. We can't do the theme to Game of Thrones without being copyrighted to death on here for Christ's sake. But
we could all hum it, I guess.
Yeah, we could hum it. Yeah, but I don't know. Actually, that would give malt liquor a lot of material for next week's show.
It would.
That would give them that would give them material for all their videos next week.
So which one is that?
This is Mother of Dragons, right?
Mother of Dragons.
Huh. There we go.
You haven't watched any of it, have you, Joe?
No, I cannot watch it until. Well, I could start it today.
He's gonna batch watch.
So you don't know any of the spoilers at this point.
Yeah, I'm a binge watcher, so I could start it tonight. Actually, since
tomorrow.
Since the season finale is tomorrow. I'm hearing estimates so far. I'm hearing estimates that are saying roughly 10 million people will miss work tomorrow, Monday.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
I don't know how, but I suppose maybe because on the East Coast it's playing later than on the West, and maybe because of all the parties, some people will stay up late. I have no idea why you would miss.
No, it's on at 9:00 here, so it's done by 10:15, 10:30.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing I can figure is people are just doing parties. For the last episode, kind of, and they just by the time 10:30 comes along, they're two seats for the win, so they're just gonna.
I don't want to spoil anything about this season, Joe, but some people die.
This guy's killing the whole season for me, man.
Some people do die.
I've actually never watched a single episode of that show.
You're right. People do die.
That's what I've heard.
Spoiler, man. Are you kidding me? What's going on here?
I'm excited. I get to go to work on Monday and be on time for once.
So I'll
share be a clear freeway, I guess.
I'll share the screen with this beer. This isn't a new beer. This is just the beer that I'm having for the occasion. For the holiday, the big holiday weekend. This is actually a worldwide holiday right now, man. This isn't just in America. This isn't just in America. America. This is across the whole globe. So you got 21,600 ratings right now. 2,000 in the last 30 days. 6.6% ABV, 24 IBUs, and a 373. It's classified as a smoked beer. Woo! That's a description. Yeah, we're not doing that. But I can't give you
seems to be the
part of
one to
this
get.
last paragraph. Mother of Dragons pours a deep ruby tinted mahogany with a creamy tan head. Oh yeah, baby. Aromas of chocolate, covered cherries, intertwined, subtle smoke, and roasted malt. Yeah. The flavor is rich with tart cherry up front, leading to a center palate of semi-sweet chocolate. Then if this is true, why does it have a 3.7?
Yep.
This is
Well,
they're making this out to be the best beer you've ever had ever.
I do think smoke is pretty polarizing.
Yeah.
Like either you love it or you hate it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am not going to delay, man. If they're someone that's outside in the patio wants to have some of this beer, he's welcome to it. I don't know how
Well,
he's
if there's
ever gonna
smoke
get
in
here
the
in
beer,
time.
smoke better come out of the beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What's the ABV on that? Is it like 8%, 9%?
it's 6.6.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not super high.
Okay.
It's
Milk porter kind of.
yeah.
Cherry porter.
So
Well, like you said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
yeah, so let me crack this one open and see what kind of smoke we get, because that's all that matters, really.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's gonna make it or break it.
Dude, that was a buzzkill right there.
A smoked
know.
beer and the Mother of Dragons and no smoke.
Yeah, no smoke.
No smoke. I mean, it is.
I'm actually surprised that
I
isn't
guess
cork.
it doesn't want to come out.
I know, right?
Oh, wrong, Joe. You didn't yell Dracarys when you opened it up.
Oh.
Well, they want you to taste the smoke, so it's got to stay in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do,
I did get a lot of that tan head they're talking about. So
A whole lot of it.
That's a personal thing. I don't really care about you.
nice. Mark is back on track. I like that. So I do have to get a photo of this one because the Mother of Dragons likes her selfies.
While you're taking a picture, I actually opened a second beer here real quick too, which let's pour this here. It's another Tombstone.
Oh, look at that.
IPA to me.
Yeah, it is.
Milkshake IPA?
It's actually just a hazy. It's called Chasing the Dragon. I guess it's just kind of their normal IPA, but with a house yeast that they started doing.
Huh.
So
That looks good.
and Joe, you gotta try Tombstone one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have some Tombstone.
Someday.
Someday. Yeah, maybe it'll be when I'm having Tombstone put above me. I don't know. But one of these
We'll
days.
have it at your funeral, Jeff.
I gotta admit, man, this has you do get cherry, you do get chocolate, but it's really mild. I'm not getting a lot of smoke though. But here's a good look at the beer. You can see some kind of ruby redness.
There's a little bit of red tint, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going in. I mean, what else are you supposed to do with beer but drink it? Oh yeah. You know what? Boy, you can hardly pour this beer without
Yeah, it's crazy.
Without
You
getting.
think you would have got some smoke with all that carbonation?
I mean, look at that. And it's super. It's not a real heavy beer. You do get some smoke at the end. I'm getting like a dryness to it, if you will. I'm not getting. There's some sweetness, but the cherries make it kind of tart. I'm getting like a tart cherry to it.
Yeah,
I don't know
what
they say, but they do say tart cherry. Okay. Yeah, because I'm getting like a tart. The tart cherry to me is more predominant. Now, I'm not having this beer. This beer was added almost a year ago. It was added August 15th, 2018. So, you have to consider that as well. I don't know what the date is on the bottle. No charge. But let me see here. Yeah, I don't know what the date is on the bottle.
We brought that one out. So it was released last year?
Yeah, it was released last year.
Okay. They released it in an off. Yeah, because there wasn't a season. Last year, there was no season of Game of Thrones. That was the year between. Huh. Interesting.
So the smoke isn't real prevalent in that one?
Yeah, no, there's not a ton of smoke. There's some, but
maybe that's why it's rated lower, because if you say it's gonna be a smoke beer, people get disappointed if it's not.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like that. If it says it on the label,
Especially smoke. I mean, that's like it should be the first thing you taste. I think.
now that I'm sampling it, it's like it would be really hard to get that kind of tart cherry and smoke.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like it would be really, really challenging.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if smoke's the first thing you taste, it's going to be kind of dominate everything else too. So
yeah, you're talking about two very dominant flavors. Like I think that
they're going to categorize it as smoke beer. It better be smoky, in my opinion.
It better be smoky.
Yeah.
So somehow you better make it happen, right? I mean, it's. I was going to use a Loretta reference, but I didn't know where I was going to go with it, so I stopped. I didn't know quite how I was going to accomplish the cherry part of Loretta, and the smoke part of Loretta, and giving you what she said she was advertising.
I see.
So I stopped.
Well, yeah, we got it. So I don't know if you can even like see how hazy this thing is.
Oh, it is. I mean, it looks like a milkshake IPA. I mean,
it actually looks like orange juice or grapefruit juice.
It's like orange juice with a pulp.
Yeah,
it's pretty damn good. And like I said, Joe, you got to try it. So
one of these days.
You know what? Hold on.
There's a shot glass around somewhere.
Special delivery.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
special delivery.
Hopefully, he'll FedEx it to me or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Get one of those drones to deliver it to you. Aren't they doing?
Travel by the speed of light.
Yeah, I think he has a drone or something, man. That'd be great if there was.
I think he's coming via Millennial Falcon.
Oh, look at this!
Oh, look at this!
Oh, that is amazing technology.
Yeah.
Technology.
It looks just like them too. How do they do that?
That's like Amazon delivery or something.
Yeah.
So
It's better than Domino's, under 30.
My first ever Tombstone chasing the dragon. Boom! This goes because I am having the mother of dragons who's chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, how do you beat that? So let's see here. Let's see. You've already. Well, let me look. We haven't done the unchecked.
Chase the mother of dragons.
Yeah.
So let me see. Chasing the dragon. Wow. Man, we couldn't have coordinated that any better. Look at that. Chasing the Dragon IPA. This is all got to be making Jay Vegas. Absolutely. He says, I like Tombstone Pizza. And he says that S was brewed by Dorp 68. The way it foamed up and everything. So I'll share the screen on this beer right here. This beer right here. We've got 239 total and 237 in the last 30 days. It was added 5/7/19, folks. This beer is fresh. 7.1% ABV, 419 rating. We're just gonna go there right away.
Yeah.
It's just shy of Earth's beer right there. Not too long ago, an independent biologist set out to create the perfect New England IPA yeast. The result was rumored to live up to that lofty goal, so we could not resist trying it out in a beer. We took our flagship IPA and used this amazing new yeast hybrid to further enhance the elegant mouthfeel and add a new dimension of tropical fruit, citrus, and peach. As of the brewing of this batch, a beer with yeast has never before been commercially packaged. A beer of this yeast, I'm sorry.
So yeah, I guess it's not a house yeast. I got confused there, but yeah, I'm curious what you'll think of it.
Yeah, let's see here, man. I'm going to crack this one open. See if we get smoke first because, hello, that's what matters. We don't want it to be a buzzkill like the other dragon beer was, which was actually labeled by HBO and all that, has all the proper credentials. Actually, I got a little. Might not have seen it on camera, but I got a little better smoke. Hopefully, this one doesn't foam up like door foam over here. It's not. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Of course, we know the mother dragons got to do the tappa. The mother dragons likes the selfie, and while she's being chased, I mean, come on, she definitely likes her selfies as well. So, look at this thing, man. Look at that thing. You get big, even this far away. You get big, like grapefruity, sort of citrusy, sort of smell. I mean, look at this thing. Nice and kind of light. Not a super heavy body to it. Look at that. Beautiful.
No, that's the thing about their IPAs is like you can just crush them, man. They're like even the stuff that's like the triple, like 10%, is like so easy drinking.
Look at this, man. That looks like. I tell you what, Phil.
It looks like it's going to be short-lived.
Hold on. Hold on.
There it goes. He's running. He's gonna.
I think it's gonna pour some orange juice, maybe to compare.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess. Although I don't know if I saw any orange juice in there. I mean, I actually kind of like this Mother of Dragons. I get like almost zero smoke on it, but it's pretty good.
This is kind of ruby red, but this is actual grapefruit juice. 100% grapefruit juice. Just so you can kind of compare. I mean, look at the cloudiness of actual grapefruit juice to this. I mean, it's insane. I mean, you get a super, super big citrus out of this thing, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, I bet those are tasty.
Oh, man. If you don't like... Yeah. If you don't... Yeah.
What I think is it's like super hoppy, but it's like the most mellow. It's like all those flavors, but very mellow in a way. I don't know how to. It's not like, I don't know. Like I said, it's tons of hops, but super drinkable.
It's a super IPA bomb, is the way I would describe it. But if you don't like, no charge. If you don't like fruity, citrusy sort of beers, if that's not your thing, because it's hoppy, but not in a grassy sort of way. It's hoppy in a citrusy.
Not that pine, anything like that at all.
Yeah. It's not what you're thinking of. But it's not fruity sweet either. It's hoppy. But it's you can
You already went through half of it, I think. That drink.
Oh man. It is
gone.
It is, and it's not super dry. You know what I'm saying? It's not sweet, but it does go away fairly quick. But certain flavors linger. That citrus bite of it kind of lingers on your tongue a little bit. And this would be really good, I think, with hot dogs, with a really good hot dog, or a really good bratwurst, or... I mean, you could have it with a steak. I mean, I'm not going to count that out. If you're serving steaks and I bring this, I mean, I'm not going to be mad about it. But I would think something more like a hot dog or some sort of bratwurst or something like that. Some sort of white meat that's grilled, or even...
Say Mexican's always good with this kind of thing.
Yeah, please. Please. Name me something that Mexican don't go with. Yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
That's kind of where we start with that. But I would think even game, like I could have venison with this. I could have even something that kind of strong with
There he is.
There's Tom.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, brother? We've got people in the chat that are just talking about it.
They're missing you.
Pathetic This show is so. Now that Bum is back, we got to give him his proper intro.
Yeah, and another thing that Bummer Fred, whatever your freaking name is, Bum.
There he is.
Bumfred is in the house.
Glad to have you back, my friend. There's people in the malt liquor community have been chiming in talking about how bad this show is.
Some would say you're going to save the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason I jumped in. I had to save the show.
Yeah,
And
I'm
save
glad.
Joe D's YouTube channel.
That's right. Thank you very much, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we owe you greatly.
Yeah. Just like Lance the Lush said a couple weeks ago. I need to keep coming on the show for the sake of the show.
Yeah,
That's right.
now Jay Vega says the show can start now.
Oh, my God.
Real quick, we have Dickie's beer reviews. He's in there. Joe D, hey, I'm boozing all day. Boo, Game of Thrones is trash. Big Bang Theory, last episode was this week. That's true.
Talk about trash, though. Come on.
I know, right? I'd rather watch reruns of Golden Girls than watch Game of Thrones.
Hey, Golden Girls is a great show. Like, legitimately a great show. Yeah. I'm not even joking. It's really good.
We have Mr. Left, Right, Left in the chat. He says, at least you didn't say that you'd rather watch a rerun of Charles in Charge.
Well, now that you mention it. No.
I know, right? Now that you mention it, exactly. Right? And then we have Lee, that's me. What's up, fellas? Anyone tried Revengeful IPA by Stone yet?
I have not. I wasn't wild
haven't
about
either.
the Vengeful. The first one I wasn't that crazy about, but maybe the other one's better. I mean, it was okay, but it didn't because I think it's kind of the follow-up to the Vengeful.
Yeah, this is thanks, Pat. This is delicious. It's hard. You know what? The only thing I could compare it to is the New England IPAs I've actually had from New England from our friend.
Mhm.
It's the only thing I can compare it to. It's
I mean, I've had Borderlands out in Tucson. They do some really good hazy IPAs, but I think, and it's supposedly Wren House. I've never been there, in Phoenix. They supposedly do some really good stuff, but to me, as far as RPAs go, no one is close in Phoenix. I mean, Tombstone, and then also actually their Imperial Stouts and stuff. I've had some of those on here. You know, the Imperial Milk Stout. I think was or maybe the Russian was 14% or something like that. And it honestly drank maybe 8. Yeah. And they do really good sours. Everything they do is amazing. Unfortunately, they're in Tombstone, so to get their really specialty stuff, you'd have to go all the way down there. But like I said, the bottle shop I go to, they actually have someone drive. Whenever they do a canning, they actually send someone down that drives down there, buys as much as they can, and drives it back up.
Yeah.
Well, God bless them.
For the love
and
of
like I said,
beer.
the bottle shop that has this probably has currently probably, I don't know, half dozen to 10 different varieties of Tombstone beers.
I mean, who knew Tombstone, Arizona, for Christ's sake? That is, and it's weird.
How far is that from you? Is it down below Tucson?
Oh
yeah. It's basically Mexico border, more or less.
Okay, it's way down there then. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a 3-hour drive.
Ooh,
for us, something like that.
It'd be a solid 2.5 hours, easy.
Yeah, for you, 3 hours for me.
Yeah. It's it's weird too because it's thinner. I mean, I've only had a couple of beers from Treehouse, but one of them was similar to this. That one was thicker. It was more.
And this is a relatively low 7.1 because they do they actually just at the same time. I missed it though. They released a 10%, what they're calling a triple IPA.
Ooh.
There was a collaboration between a few different breweries that was supposed to be amazing. I think on Untappd that's a 4.4 or something. And I missed that one unfortunately. But a lot of their stuff is a little heavier than this. But I mean, they're all kind of variations on the same thing with all the different IPAs. They're all really, really good.
You know, what I appreciate about Zach's in the chat as well, and he says he's watching off and on at home. Needs to eat some dinner and get some stuff ready for the mac and cheese cook-off tomorrow at the brewery. Dude, that's food porn right there. Mac and cheese cook-off with beer and good effing craft beer too. Oh my God, Zach's Brewery is. For those that haven't had, this is like this kind of treat right now that I'm having right now from Tombstone. Zach's Brewery, dear God. Anyway, talk about a tooth-on brewery, dear God. But you know, the only thing that I've had stuff from Treehouse, only a few beers, but something similar to this, and it was definitely chunkier, if you will, thicker. You know what I'm saying? Sweeter. This is a more thinner. More
this is
citrusy.
like I said, this is like one of their most drinkable IPs they've had. Like this to me would be good on like 110 degrees. It would still be good.
To me, this is a similar comparison that I would make. Two similar styles of beer. That I would make with the peanut butter beers that I do all the time. You guys know that I love Mother Earth, and I love the Syntax. What's the other one? Earth. The
Belching Beaver.
Belching Beaver. I'm sorry, Belching Beaver and the Mother Earth both make a peanut butter beer that I love, but one does it sweeter, and I can't have that as much. And the one that I have all the time is Mother Earth Syntax. I have that all the time. I'm trying to cut back.
Which I've still never.
The reason I'm not
never had that one. I've never had the Syntax.
I have to see if I have some. I've got to have a can or two in the pantry. But in any case, it's that same principle to me personally. I love the Belching Beaver. I love it. It's really good. It's sweet, but I can drink the Mother Earth version of that over and over and over and over again. It's not as sweet. It's a little more tart, but this is this beer from Tombstone. I could drink this if it were available in my area. And I could, let's say, run to my local supermarket and just grab it. Dear God, I would have this just right next to the Syntax. I would have it.
Yeah.
Without question. There's no. Hey, so what do you got for us, Bum? What's the latest? What does Billy D have for us, man?
Well, this is going to kind of be a piecemeal malt liquor report tonight.
Oh, okay.
The reason for the tardiness of the malt liquor report tonight is brought to you by Southern Tier Blackwater Series Nitro S'mores.
There we go.
Okay, we got to look this up. Okay.
That's why the malt liquor report is a little bit late today. And you know what? I'm going to open this and pour it. Oh.
Bad boy.
So, Bum, I actually got a can of that just yesterday.
What do you think?
I haven't tried it yet, but I was like very disappointed when I realized it's 9.6 ounces.
Oh, Pat, do not be disturbed by the volume. Just be enamored by the content, which is...
Well, I know, but it was just like, I was like, that's a decent price. I was like, oh, it's kind of bullshit. It's like a quarter of it's missing.
Yeah.
This is one of the few beers that, you know what? Yeah, it's very expensive, and
Does that have a widget in the can? Is that why?
What's that, Earth?
Does it have a widget in the can? Is that why it's taking
Well, I think the whole bottom section, it's like segmented. The can is, right?
Yeah.
Is it volcanoing a little bit?
Oh, look at this. We've got a pairing going here.
Ready?
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. That pairing had to be inspired by Billy D. Billy D had to put that one together.
So here we go.
Nice dunking. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up right there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
Must be pretty
That's how you
good.
do it right there.
oh, come to daddy.
The only thing that's a fail is having that in a Pirates glass.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Now,
But
is that part of the story, Bob? Were you at the Pirates game today?
No. I got this glass a while back. I figured this was like the appropriate glass to pour this exquisite beer into.
So you're saying it's better than Colt 45?
Yeah, yeah.
I am
You know
looking
what?
forward to it, but
I do have a double malt out in the fridge. I could compare it.
Oh man, I wouldn't even.
Talk
Oh
about
man, are you kidding me?
experience. Yeah.
Okay, so let me share the screen on this beer real quick, and then we'll get into your thoughts on this beer. This is incredible. Okay, we've got. Oh wait, I've got the Southern Tier.
Well, that's a brewery. I was gonna say.
No,
That's
yeah. Yeah, what's happening here? What's going on here?
We need s'mores.
Okay, we've
together,
got
man.
Metro s'mores. There we go.
7,000 ratings on here. Well, 7,100. Look at this. 49, basically 5,000 ratings in the last 30 days. 10% ABV, 40 IBUs, and a 4.3. Bum is coming in here strong, baby. Bummerford or Bum, whatever his name is.
Bumford.
Yeah, Bumford, whatever his name is. Ale brewed with chocolate, graham cracker, and flavors added. Poured on nitro for a smooth, creamy finish, baby. Oh yeah.
Mm.
So what do you think of that, man? What's
Well, I have to tell you, you see 7,000 ratings on there on Untapped.
yeah.
If you go back in the history and go back to the beginning, take note of who had the very first Untapped check-in
Oh.
and who created that listing on Untapped. I normally don't toot my own horn, but toot, baby.
Who was the originator? The first one, huh?
Nice. Look at that.
So you were the first review on Untapped?
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I created the listing of the Nitro S'mores on there.
About
a month.
That's kind of surprising because aren't they from New York?
They are, but they have a satellite location in Pittsburgh, and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time when they broke open that keg down at the Pittsburgh location.
Yeah, let's share the screen on this one because this is
I foresee that in my future.
this is breaking news right here. We've got some serious breaking news. We've got brand new and just tapped without question the single best s'mores flavored beer I've ever had.
Nice.
And that was a month ago, and my opinion has not changed.
Look at that frosty glass.
Is that 5
That's
stars you
good.
got on there?
You know what? I gave it 4.5. I should have gave it more. Should have gave it my first ever 4.75. I did not.
Slowly.
You've never done a 5?
Yeah, but a 4 or 5 for Bum is like world premiere status.
Yeah.
He was the first check-in on Untapped for that.
So you've never done a 5, Mark?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I won't do it, Pat, because to give a beer a 5 is to say I will never ever have a beer better than that one ever again.
But what if I felt like I've had that? So there's a beer I've had that I still have a bottle of that I feel that way about. So I did that.
I feel like you can have multiple 5s.
Oh
you
yeah,
can have 5 in
five.
different beers.
Yeah, I mean, I rated Loretta a 5, and I had Pam before, and Pam was, not bad. Just saying,
I can dig it.
And then I met Nadine
out there,
and Nadine was like, "Whoa, baby! I never thought I'd see another Loretta, but dear God, there's Nadine."
Yeah, I'm curious how many 5s I've given.
Yeah,
probably like a half dozen is all. you know.
You got that little scale on your homepage. It'll tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
On my Tinder profile, you mean? Or the,
Yeah.
God dang Tinder.
But anyway, that's partially why I was a little bit late for the show tonight, because I was drinking it on draft earlier.
With that in mind, Vega says the only thing I will miss about BBT is Bernadette's knockers.
Yeah, I read that, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure of the reference.
Yeah, I have to
To
agree.
reply to Pat's comment, you can't give a 5 to the ladies unless you want to get slapped. No matter how you go about it. You might think the 5 is the top rating, but
Yeah,
they might not like it.
yeah.
So yeah, I have 4 5-star ratings.
I have 2 5-star ratings. Yeah.
I'm gonna check mine actually.
Yeah.
I have a 4.75, which is the Treehouse Brewing Green.
Dude, that was bomb. That's a
Well,
Yeah, that's a good beer.
I still feel bad about it, Joe. I feel bad about it. You'll get some. I'll send you some. Not bad.
My top rated beer is the New Glarus R&D Sour Fruit. I rated it a 5, but the global rating is a 4.72.
Okay.
So I guess that goes to show. Like I said, that's the best beer I've ever had.
Yeah.
I still have a bottle.
That's interesting.
That bottle, that's a beer I've talked about before, where that bottle is literally worth like $600 or $700.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been waiting.
That's interesting. The first 5 I gave was a Flanders sour, so similar style. Duchesse de Bourgogne.
Oh, it's a good beer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I gave that one. So my top rated beer is a sour, and then an imperial.
I just had a cherry version of that lately.
He just had the cherry. Yeah. How you like that, Mark? And okay, so here's my ratings. Okay, so I've apparently had 7. So I've got the hazelnut brown nectar that I gave a 5, loose leaf from Odell 5, autumn ale from Breckenridge 5, the Abyss 2010 5, and stupid stout from Coronado Brewing I gave a 5. And the Grand Cru, I still remember that one. Dear God, that's Loretta right there. I remember Grand Cru, baby. How you doing?
I got 6 5-stars. I got CBS on draft, Trillium Headroom, Treehouse Green, Treehouse Haze, Trillium Barrel Aged Outside the Lines, and Trillium Congress Street.
Okay.
Trillium dominating.
Trillium, yeah.
I had CBS on draft recently. It was like a 2016, something like that. And I actually didn't really think it was any better than KBS.
Well, I mean, it was probably. I mean, I had like the newer one. I don't know.
Yeah.
You would have thought that would have been better than the new one, right? Because that would got all the hype.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like the 17 better than the 18.
It's funny too, because I'm looking at my ratings here, and that pie hole porter I had from Historic was make your knees buckle. I mean, it was as good as the Soup Nazi soup. It was damn good.
Was that the regular one, like the regular pie hole porter?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had that recently, and I thought it was like too sweet for me, but maybe it was just I got a can of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that was different.
And so maybe on tap it's a little different, because the batch I got was like super, super sweet.
Isn't that interesting? Like the same thing like photography. Information is almost like photography for your mind.
Yeah.
Like you'll look at something. I had that beer, it was a 5-star, and you can just remember it.
Yeah.
Happening.
Oh, and I also gave a 4.5-star rating to Bud Light Lime Raspberry.
You must have bumped up that average pretty good.
Reed Nation come through.
How many Bud Lights did you have before that?
Yeah.
Lord knows how many Bud Light how many Bud Light Lime Margaritas I had before that. Yeah.
That's the thing. The more you drink, the more your palate changes and evolves.
Mm-hmm.
It's always changing your
Well,
You know,
that matters a lot. I hate to take away from Billy D, but like I'm finishing up this Chasing the Dragon. This is definitely gonna affect the next beer I have. You know what I'm saying? This is fantastic, but the palate on this one is so strong, so dominant that the next beer I have, let's say I have this Four Peaks Brute after this, it's gonna suck after this. I promise you. I mean, it's like, you know, what are you gonna do? What does Billy D say about that stuff, man?
What's that, Joe?
What does Billy D say about?
He's preoccupied.
Just s'mores cookies in.
He's in his own little world.
Yeah.
I gotta kind of fill in real quick. You know how like the whiskey drinkers, they have their crackers between drinks. Like, what should the beer society do? Is it pretzels?
Just water, I feel like. Well, I mean,
saltine works. Good,
yeah.
Saltines.
Yeah. No. What I say we do is kettle chips.
Okay.
That's what I say we do. I say we do salt and pepper kettle chips.
I don't know. I don't know if you want that pepper.
Vinegar and salt pepper kettle.
Hell no.
The vinegar might take over a little bit. The salt and pepper, though,
salt and pepper.
Strong. Strong opinions.
I always love like a really sharp cheddar with IPAs. I think that's really good.
Ooh.
I've
never indulged.
Well,
I like sharp
we're
cheddar.
talking
Anyway.
something to bring you all the way back to a neutral, right, Tom? Like we're talking. So like I think salt and pepper kettle chips, man. Boom.
It's like when you have sushi and they give you that the cured ginger.
Hey, by the way, what do you think of Mother of Dragons, there, my friend?
I think, like I said, I actually think it's pretty good. I get like zero smoke.
Like talking about the berries.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I get basically cherry. Like cherry in a brown ale is kind of what it tastes like. But I actually thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's just not.
I would never, if I tasted it blind, I would never ever say smoke beer.
Yeah, unless I was one of those. What do you call those people that do the beer tastings and all that?
We talked
Cicerones.
about this. Yes, Cicerone.
But still, no. I mean, even if you were, like, I'm seriously getting like no smoke.
A Cicerone, I would expect them to get smoked. Honestly, like I was.
Okay, maybe, but they still wouldn't call it smoke beer.
No, they probably might not. But it is, the cherry is so dominant in it, you would almost call it a sour.
Yeah, baby, that cherry is dominant.
Oh yeah, baby. That was one big cherry, baby. What does Billy D say about that cherry? Speaking of cherry, he's still dipping the cookie in the s'mores, baby. That's what he's doing. Yeah.
Every time, baby.
Oh yeah.
What about Billy D? What are you saying?
Yeah, he's still eating the dip cookie. That's
I like this report.
I love how Bum is like getting so indulged in the situation.
This is definitely a
report. What are you talking about?
Definitely a hands above the table situation.
That is excellent, man. Hey, by the way, Vega says Big Bang Theory, dummy.
I don't know what that means, but that show is shit.
Talking about the thing you were saying.
I know people who love that show, and I know people who despise that show.
Dude, there's people that only watch it for Bernadette. Literally.
I'm on the latter camp for sure.
Yeah, that is definitely. I am with the Bernadette camp for sure. I'm kind of with.
Who's Bernadette?
Milk
Is it the Blanco? Yeah, I think it might be the Blanco.
Joe D with the oversized headset. We can only hope you die in a fucking truck wreck.
You got them all queued up.
Shout out to you, sir.
Consider yourself on the list.
Right.
So another thing that Bummer Fred, whatever your freaking name is, bum.
Do us all fucking favor, Mark. Just fucking end it.
I think that's the harshest of all of them.
It is. I think he
So, Tom, you left the show early last week. You left the show before the chairman spewed his hate on you. Do you have that saved, Joe?
Who?
Tom.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Oh, Tom didn't get to hear his. Oh, please.
Tom did not get to hear his.
Then you got
wow.
Teen Wolf over there,
Okay.
where the chest hair goes right into the fucking beard, into the fucking hair, squinting through his hipster fucking glasses.
His hipster glasses.
Fucking
I think I have-
Boston's a
I have-
fucking shithole. You smug asshole. God, I fucking hate people from the New England area.
Yeah. But then there was another rant, though.
Oh yeah. He actually threatened Tom.
He actually threatened Tom. He actually threatened to come over there and literally kick your ass.
He said, "I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet
Yeah.
you
Meet me halfway, bitch.
Yeah.
If he drinks a couple of 40s and he's bloated before he gets here, I might have a chance, right?
Yeah. He actually threatened to that was, I don't know that was a threat. I think that was pretty much a promise.
I need to hear this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you have the link, Bum? Can we make this happen?
You know what? Yeah, give me 1 minute here.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that was actually a really good one. That was actually pretty good. We can play Oh yeah, we could play this one.
You know, but that dude from Boston, the Boston area there, with the fucking crawling hair out of the fucking collar there, of the shirt. What Steel Worldwide calls him fucking Teen Wolf or some shit. Yeah, you're not that far from me. That's right. That's good. You made the list.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, for those who don't know, Pat's actually here at the house, man. He's chilling. He's here at the
you bastards. But
that's why
post party. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, Pat's actually here, man. You know, he's actually, he lives in northern Arizona. Oh, northern Phoenix. I'm sorry. So,
Pat, what's up, Pat?
Yeah, he says, "What's up, man?" So, so he just cracked open a new Glarious.
Oh,
you can't even say that.
He's splitting it with you, man.
That's
Look at that.
not fair. You know what? A brewery that comes up with a name like that, I don't know, deserves whatever malt liquor gives to them. Really, new or I mean, come on. New Glarious.
I think you're adding some.
Schofferhofer.
You're adding some vowels there, Joe.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's
because what happens when you have enough of new glare? I mean, that's what's going to happen. That's not fair. They should change their name. We should just call them NG. NG. That's more appropriate for people that consume said product.
I'm actually very curious what you'll
have some new glares after you drink the new glares.
They I think no one in the world makes better fruit beers than them.
Ooh, okay. So this is a new Glarious brewing.
Glarious.
Glarious. See,
you're adding an I. I don't know why.
See, that's what's gonna happen. That's
Joe D likes to make it more complicated.
I know, right? That's because you know why? Because you're already having beers, right? And you're like, okay, this is new Glarious, right? I mean, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna new Glarious, new
Glarus.
Glarus.
There you go.
New Glarus. You guys
New
can see the spelling on there.
Raspberry what?
Tart.
Raspberry tart.
Raspberry tart.
Raspberry. Oh, you're killing me.
This is out of Wisconsin, folks.
Yeah, they're a Wisconsin only brewery. They don't distribute outside of the state. But I think last time I saw, they were like the number 6 biggest craft brewery in the country.
Wow.
That tells you that.
Like literally everywhere you go, they're holy shit. How can I think of the name?
Well, Mark, they eat a lot of cheese. They got a kind
That's
of
right. And
The spotted cow, which is like the kind of a lager, is like everywhere. They're like literally everywhere you go.
Okay, so here we go with the general rating for this one. I don't have. Let me see here.
Yeah, it's like that. I think it's like a 2019, but it doesn't really matter.
Is it a 2019? Okay, so the general listing on this one, I'll go just general listing. I mean, like Pat said, I don't know that it necessarily matters.
raspberry, dude.
But
Yeah, that's my
okay,
jam
so we
right
got
there.
basically it's 62,800, basically 62,900 ratings on here. 409 in the last 30 days. 4% ABV, as we know, don't necessarily have to be super high ABV to be a damn good beer. Because look at 4.2 rating.
Boom.
Boom. Treat yourself, fool. That's
I think
what you say after this. Treat yourself, fool, to a rare delight. See, what are they doing?
Voluminous.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Like, what's up with that? Now, one of my you're gonna go down a star on the rating on this one, man. That's yes. What he said. Raspberry bouquet will greet you long before your lips touch your glass. Serve this Wisconsin come on, man.
Framboise.
Framboise. This was
Framboise.
what he said. Very cold in a champagne flute. Then hold your glass to a light and enjoy the jewel-like sparkle of a very special ale. Oregon proudly shares their harvest of mouth-watering berries, which we ferment spontaneously in large oak vats. Then we employ Wisconsin farm wheat and year-old, Hallertau hops to round out this extravaganza of flavor. You know what?
I honestly think
champagne. I'm gonna grab one real quick and have this one proper. You know why? Because just out of the bottle, dear God. Okay,
yeah, I honestly think this will like change your opinion of fruit beers forever.
Yeah, probably.
Because like the stuff they do,
pour that into one of them glasses, Joe.
Yeah,
they do a Belgian red, which is with tart cherries, and then they do a strawberry rhubarb, and they do one called serendipity. That's apples. I think it's apples, apples, raspberry, and cherries. It's really amazing too.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm digging that raspberry one though. I like raspberries.
Yeah. If you like raspberries, my God. Like I said, the problem is this is literally like the only place you can get it is Wisconsin. And still 49,000 reviews or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Goes to show.
Okay, here we go, guys. Champagne glass. It's a shorter stemmed one, but
that's nice.
Nonetheless.
Oh, look at that color. Oh, that's
okay. I got to do the tappa. Got to do the proper picture. This is what they wanted from Wisconsin, and they're pretty particular about their selfies, so we have to make sure to do that proper. Here we go, guys. Look at this. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Look at the
more raspberry juice than anything else, probably. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Looks like cranberry juice.
Okay. This when you sniff this, it will make you take a step back. It will. Honestly. If you're sitting, you won't step back, obviously. If you do step back when you're sitting, then that's on you. That's not on me. That's on you. Right? It's a judgment on you. That's an evaluation on you. Just kidding. Not me. That's on you. No. But you will at least go back, right? Lean back. Isn't there a song like that? Lean back. So, dear God, it has got that big fruity. If I had to rate fruity on a 1 to 5, I'm giving this a 4.75 on fruitiness, man. And then the tart that comes in, it says it's a raspberry tart beer, right? American Wild Ale is what it's classified as. Says it on the label. I better get that, and you are getting that. Here we go, man. Going in.
Here we go.
Oh, dude, that shit goes down real easy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
All gone.
I could pound that. I know it.
Oh my
Down the hatch.
god.
It's like a one night stand.
Make sure to taste it.
That's, what? Someone say taste? I have to say, and this is after I was just drinking one of the most citrusy New England style kind of IPAs. I mean, please, this couldn't be more different. A fruity beer in a different way, right? It's insane.
Yeah.
What breweries are doing. I'm gonna help myself to the rest of this, man.
You know, that's what kind of made me vary off from New England IPAs. When I tasted a beer like this, it cut through, and it was refreshing, a different type of beer world. You know what I mean?
This is sweet, but still tart. Does that make any sense?
It's like sweet and then immediately tart right after.
Yeah.
And raspberry is a fantastic flavor to have.
Oh,
Yeah, raspberry is a.
that is like raspberry jelly tart, like a liquid form of, because it's super thin, guys. Look at this. Look at that. How thin that is, man. Look how it rolls around in that. I can appreciate the way they wanted you to have it in a champagne flute glass. Look at that.
No.
Homies. For the homies. But
Hey, exactly. Have you ever poured out for the homies on the show? Is that the first time?
that might be the first time. No, we have
Dedicated.
poured out for the homies all over the damn place on the show before. But I think that was the first kind. Well, we still didn't really intend to pour out for the homies, but it happened.
The homies wanted it, and they got it.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing this one, my friend, because this is absolutely well done. I wouldn't give it anything less. I would give this a 4.5. This has got to be one. You know, we went to 2 years ago now. We went to the GABF, and me and Tom personally together. I know Mark and his brother did too, but me and Tom personally, hand in hand, were having many different kinds of fruity sour beers. I wasn't personally that into it, but you know, during and then after that show, I have been very into it. And
change your taste buds. It mind fucks your taste buds.
Yeah.
So your taste buds remember it, and you're like,
oh, you start to crave it.
Yeah,
like,
this reminds me of that experience. I remember me and Tom were sampling many different ones, and there were some that were similar at that GABF that were tart but sweet, well done, and at a beer show, which is insane because a lot of them are pouring it in pitchers. Some of them are actually popping open a bottle like this, and that was your best sample because you're popping open a bottle and pouring probably
fresh and
so it's about as good as you're gonna have like right now. This is fantastic, man. It really is. This is one of the best raspberry tart beers I've ever had. This is damn good.
That's a good porch beer, like out on your porch.
And their brewery is like kind of rural southern Wisconsin, and it's very, very beautiful. It's like they've actually put a ton of money into it, and so they have sort of like ruins. They like made fake ruins and kind of scattered it about, and like they have samples, like sampler glasses where you can get pours of all this stuff. But it's a really cool place to just go and like enjoy the beautiful weather and just.
I'm gonna run up this because I'm gonna say I wouldn't have this with anything, nothing. To me, this needs to be had by itself.
Yeah.
Like you have, I wouldn't have this with a cigar. I wouldn't have this with anything. This is an after dinner, maybe with some dessert, maybe with some cheesecake.
How about a nice fruit salad?
Okay, I have to change that.
Some cherry cheesecake.
Because cheesecake.
Raspberry cheesecake.
About it.
Yeah,
Some good NY style big ass chunky cheesecake.
Earth just hit it on the head though.
My knees are buckling.
The raspberry cheesecake though.
Dude, I'm saying cheesecake would be the only pairing I think I would have with this, because this stands by itself, honestly. Like, if
you eat raspberries with it,
you guys know, no. I wouldn't have, no.
It's honestly so much raspberry to begin with, it would just be like kind of pointless.
Yeah. Honestly, I honestly would have plain ass cheesecake. Like, to me, cheesecake would be the only thing I would pair with it. Otherwise, to me, it's like one of those. You know how you have those like imperial stouts. There's just those beers where you're like, don't have this with steak, don't have this with anything. Have this after you eat, and have it with a cigar or something. And they're that good.
What are
that rich.
What do they call those drinks that you have after you eat? Like
aperitif, or no, that's before.
Aperitif.
I thought that's like for digestion. Yeah, that's afterwards.
Yeah, and a lot of them are like the sambucas.
This is one of them, man. I promise you. For me, this would be if you're coming over and I'm entertaining you. This I would whip this out afterwards. This beer.
I guess I should have waited.
So well, you ain't quite Loretta. That's what I'm saying. No.
So Joe, if you don't want to if you want to a sour beer that doesn't fuck around, I have another bottle from them in the fridge. If you'd like to try it.
Wow, this was spectacular. Let's not. Yeah,
we can wait.
Yeah, we'll wait for some. This was definitely.
The bottle I have is brewed once in 2009, only available at the brewery, and all that kind of stuff. So
you're spoiling Joe over there.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, this guy, man, that was good. Man,
he's gonna pop you a cherry over there.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a point to. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
what's up, guys?
Boy, you got something coming, boy.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Malt liquor bashing, right?
Both you and her have something coming. Hold on.
Oh, we bashed both of us. Okay.
Form.
Wait, what's?
Yeah, wishing death on me.
Let me start it over again. Hold on.
Yeah.
What about that southern fucking piece of trash? Form. Yeah, wishing death on me, asshole. Fuck you, you southern piece of shit. Always hooting and hollering. Those southern folk always gotta be loud. Turn your fucking volume down on your webcam, asshole. South lost the Civil War. North won. Hope you fucking die in the next 5 years, asshole.
What a cocksucker!
Yeah, hey, that's the whole rant, my friend.
Consider yourself on the list.
Yeah, I gotta say, there's one good thing that came out.
Consider yourself on the list.
One good
So
thing.
what say you, Chase?
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude? How's it going?
What's
over
up, Chase?
What's up, Farm?
Yeah, good to see you, brother.
Farm?
Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Getting ready to crack my last double scratter brain.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yep. Took off to also got some Waldos tonight.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Damn, look at
Nice. I haven't had that yet.
that. Yeah. Got beer for days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
look at
nice. It's a big one. 11.7. It's a little bit sweet, but it's for the ABV. Honestly, it's very balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Waldo, right?
Yep. Waldo.
Yeah, and then for the money, it was $12.87 with tax. 11.7%. I don't think you can beat that for a 6-pack.
No, that ain't bad at all. No.
Yeah.
Hey, we might be coming your way in July. I'm just saying there might be a chance, brother.
Hell yeah, dude! Come on, man.
Could be a chance in July.
You guys are more than welcome.
Meet me halfway, bitch.
Yeah, meet me halfway, bitch. Yeah, exactly.
I got you, bitch. I got you.
Hey, what's the link to? Oh, did you post it in there? Okay, I didn't see it. All right, here we go. Yeah, we got it. We gotta.
That's just to the Tom hate.
That's to the Tom, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear a little bit of hate. He was threatening me.
Yeah, we definitely got to hear some hate. Yeah, let me get that in here.
The Tom hate.
Yeah, Tom got his own version of it. Yeah.
Yeah, go to about 20, Joe.
Hey, Joe, back in the day.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Right now,
12:20.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely get to this because this was a good one.
It started hurting. So when I did last week's show, I was in pain up to here, guys. I may not have showed it. I don't know.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it.
We're fags?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Can I tell him
blown
something?
out seats,
These guys, the 40 drinker liquors. I know.
hopefully somebody checked that seat that Andrew was fucking sitting inside that restaurant. 2 fucking hours, that fat asshole. Somebody's gonna have to reinforce that seat. Good to see.
Nope, went silent.
Oh, it went silent.
Oh, went silent, Joe.
Joe D's mute himself?
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
Minnesota's a fucking shithole.
That's okay. The Tom hate coming up here.
Okay, so Tom's coming up right after this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ready? He was strong. He was seriously thinking about Tom hard.
Yeah. So that won't.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Meet me fucking halfway, asshole. I'll beat the fucking shit out of you. Smug asshole. Through your hipster fucking glasses. I'll beat the fucking shit out of you. Boston's a fucking only malt liquor.
Yeah. So what say you, Tom, after that, man?
Can I say something real quick, though?
Absolutely, you can.
He talked to Farm Boy, all right? And he said that the North won the South. So he likes the North, right? He moves in the North.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In colonies, he's kind of representing the North as he's saying that.
Yeah.
That, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if he wants to meet halfway, where are we meeting? That's what I'm trying
to say. You're kind of bringing some common sense into it. I don't think he got that far.
Yeah, he didn't make it that far, Joe.
Yeah.
It seems his biggest problem is chest hair. He has a real problem with that.
He does have a huge problem with chest hair.
You know what it is? You want to know what it is? His wife likes to doesn't have any chest hair, and it kind of pisses him off.
He probably.
What does Miss Farm Boy have to say?
Farm boy, I'm farm girl.
Okay, Farm Girl. I was saying.
Well, yeah, we know that.
But yeah, what does Farm Girl have to say about it?
He ain't got enough pussy in his life.
I know you like that, Joe.
Hey, ma'am.
Because he's not a happy person. And people with a lot of pussy are happy.
Well, I'm so happy, guy.
Hey, Farm Girl.
Hey, salute to that. Hey, Billy D would have to endorse that, wouldn't he?
Billy that's right.
I'm Chase Fuller, and I approve that message.
I'm Chase Fuller, and I approve that message.
Absolutely.
Billy D saying
pussy for all. Pussy for all of us.
I don't know that anybody's not going to endorse that one.
Going political, guys. Going political.
Yeah, Jay Vega says shot effing fired. Even the malt liquor community can't disagree with that, man.
What did he say?
The malt liquor chairman said shot fucking fired.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're probably going to really diss me now, aren't they?
Yeah, probably.
They really are, aren't they?
Then there's a problem. I'm in Massachusetts. He's in California. That's a little.
Consider yourself on the list.
Shut up.
Consider yourself on the list, bitch.
No, the chairman's in Pennsylvania, Tom.
Oh, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, yeah.
That makes it a little bit different. Let's go to New York City and do a pound.
And then this one's for everybody.
Fuck that overpriced fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
Craft beer.
Fuck am I doing?
And the cunts that drink it.
Consider yourself on the list.
That one's just for, I love that one. That one's just,
You mind if I share what I'm drinking?
On the list.
Mind if I share what I'm drinking?
Absolutely, Tom. Go ahead.
I'm drinking one of my favorites of all time. The Celebrator.
Oh, Doppelbock.
Oh.
Whoa. One of the best of all time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got one of those in the fridge too.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
They're like, I got it for like $16 4-pack.
Well, let me join their call now. What the fuck?
What do you mean you're here?
I don't know.
You're still here, buddy?
Yeah, you're here, man.
I don't think so.
Wait.
Yeah, we can hear
You
you.
gotta turn your camera back on. Or your Wi-Fi's weak.
Let me go get it, baby.
This could get interesting.
Come on, shit. Come on, you bitch.
Hey, we can damn sure hear you, Chase.
I don't think you can hear us.
Oh.
Yeah, don't or please do.
They can hear me.
Please do. It's entertaining for us. I'm telling you right now because we can hear you. Just don't take it in the toilet.
Can they hear us what we're talking about?
I don't know.
Hey.
Tom, if you're drinking that Celebrator Doppelbock, it's almost like the malt liquor blueprint. Where's the stringed goat with the goat out? You have to drink it with the goat out.
They go out. Oh, I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Go out.
Oh, we got
there you go.
We got Foamy Head in the chat. He says, "Hey everyone, having a 2019 Sierra Nevada Optimum."
Nice.
Beer.
That's a big beer.
Yeah.
That's
Cheers, Foamy.
So, what do you think of that one, Tom? What's up?
Ooh, it's very easy drinking.
Couldn't join call.
Very malty, very sweet. Not very sweet, but mildly sweet.
One of the best beers ever. Celebrator Doppelbock.
It's
I'll
like
turn my Wi-Fi on.
It's like a different kind of malt. It's like an oaty cherry, like I don't know, Belgian-y kind of malt, but it's like it's good.
I actually considered opening that on the show tonight, so that's kind of cool. I didn't because you did.
I saw it and I was
Didn't
like,
join. What the fuck?
He cannot hear us, so I'm gonna mute him for a second
for his own protection.
Yeah, for his own protection, because I don't know what them two are going to end up doing.
In this case, you might want to leave them in mute.
Yeah, you never know, right? But yeah, I'm gonna just
There's no holds
in any
barred
case-
in that house. You never know.
Exactly, yeah. So the 2019 Celebrator is a 126,000. 126 ratings on here. 34 in the last 30 days. 6.7% ABV, 24 IBUs, and a 3.9 rating. That's pretty damn solid, actually.
Yeah.
you had this, right, Joe?
I don't know that I have actually.
You did.
You already did. Oh, you
Oh,
you
man.
like find it. Yeah.
Let me click on me. Yeah, I haven't.
That's one of the best German beers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's surprising. And Mark, I know you showed a can, but I didn't see what it was.
Oh yeah. This is my second beer, Morning Smack.
Ooh,
Nice.
smack.
It is a maple bacon banana coffee milk stout.
Banana? Is that banana?
What?
Maple bacon banana coffee milk stout.
What?
So, do you get any kind of smoke with the bacon?
I don't know. I'm gonna open it up and find out.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
already had it.
He hasn't had it yet. He's still cracking this open. Well, while he's doing that, I'll share the screen with you because that is an dude. That description right there invokes a lot of conversation. So we've got 3,000 total ratings on here, 202 in the last 30 days, 8% ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 4.3 rating.
Yeah.
Look at that. Maple bacon banana infused imperial coffee milk stout.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. You better
you
be getting
are.
all of that out of that bad boy.
Yeah, morning smack. So what opioids are you getting in that, Mark?
Exactly. Hey, is that something that needs to be decriminalized in Colorado?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it already is.
Exactly.
Yeah. I got to have that with the mushrooms. There we go.
Probably not anywhere else, though.
All right. So this has been this is pretty much room, it's probably like 60 degrees. I mean, it's barely below room temperature. Oh, yeah, I'm getting.
Fucking favor, Mark. Just fucking end it.
You're going to love this, Chairman. This is $15 a 4-pack. So it's right up your alley. But, oh, man, the aroma is. I'm getting maple and bacon on the aroma with so it's good solid bacon aroma and maple. So it's like maple syrup and bacon.
Ooh, man.
Mark's flirting with us right now.
He is. He's teasing us right now. He's.
You get the coffee more coffee on the taste, and then there is a slight amount of smoke, not much. I mean, it's more just straight up bacon flavor. The milk stout, I'm not getting kind of that lactose that you would get you should get with a milk stout. It's not quite there. It's a little thin on the body.
Oh.
But yeah, dark roasted coffee, maple. I'm not getting any banana either.
No.
But it's bacon, maple syrup, and coffee, which is and chocolate, dark chocolate. So I mean, I think that's probably pretty close.
Yeah, that's probably because again, we were talking about flavors that are hard to put together.
The banana is an overreach.
Yeah, the banana is going to be tough to put together with those other flavors, right?
Yeah.
It could almost be translated, even if you did think you got banana, it could be translated as a vanilla, couldn't it?
Yeah. Or like a sweetness.
Yeah,
sweetness.
Yeah. It's definitely maple syrup and the bacon is the prominent. Yeah. And then you get the coffee and some chocolate behind it. I'm not getting any banana.
Yeah, I don't know how. I actually almost don't know how you'd get banana in that, but
no. I'm gonna give it. I'm not giving it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I mean, it's solid. I don't think it's as good as it's rated. It's just
mouthful.
I think banana in the mouth, and it's a little thin for a milk stout for me. I mean, that's the main thing.
You think it'd be better on? Would you rather have it on tap if you could?
Oh, it probably would be a little better on tap.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy how the bear is treated or represented? It's better in different ways.
Oh, well, it makes all the sense in the world. We talk about it all the time. The more senses you can involve in what you're consuming, whatever it is, whether it be a drink or food or whatever it is, you're going to enjoy it more, right? It could be a massage. It could be whatever it is. I'm just saying, it's the more of those senses you can involve, it's going to be better.
Yeah. Which is why all these senses here are going to make me take an early goodbye from the show tonight. I'm going to keep watching.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Hey, he can no longer keep his hands above the table. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
He's drinking nitro.
He's not saying, but he's saying.
I'm going to keep watching. I'll be with you guys, just not on camera.
There's not seeing you, bum.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, buddy.
All right, man.
Yeah. So maybe I'll chime in later in the chat. I'll be with you, but just not on camera. All right, guys. Joe, Pat, Mark.
Hey,
Tom.
Man. Peace out.
Yeah. Teen Wolf.
Hey.
Teen Wolf. Yeah.
Earth. See you guys.
Oh, there's the chest here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got to send him out proper.
Consider yourself on the list.
Shout out to you, sir.
All
All right, guys. See ya.
Bummer, Fred, whatever your freaking name is, bum.
And we got to send him out with the O.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Look at him.
That's right, man. That's what's up. Yeah. So.
I'm gonna have to get myself one of those Doppelbox, Tom. I haven't had that in a long time, and
that's what I thought.
They released it right about this year. I mean, right about this time. I mean, it comes out in March, April, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I really don't know, but I was like, am I going to spend $14 on one bottle of a fifth, or am I going to get 4 of these for $15? Yeah, I got 4.
Say 4 for 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it.
Oh yeah. Well,
and it's
really it's good. Yeah.
That was one of my gateway beers. In the beginning when I had that, I'm surprised you haven't had that, Joe. You should, if you get it, you'll love it. I'm telling you.
I'm actually surprised too.
Yeah, there's certain beers that are out there, right? And they're just like you said, they're such a staple, you just kind of you see them all the time, and you're like, okay, next time.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, you don't even see them anymore. They're in there, and yeah, whatever. And the thing of it is had that been, I don't know, even 8 years ago, probably would have still, with the selection we had 8 years ago. Nowadays, you've got so much stuff coming out there at you. You're like, oh, you're not even seeing those beers anymore.
That is one of the like iconic German beers, though. I feel like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and it comes with a keychain, a little plastic keychain. So I decided to open this thing. Joe, you don't have to have any of it, but this is the New Glarus Sour Ale, R&D.
Ooh, it shows everything.
So it was brewed in December 2009, bottled March 12th. I think they made like 1,500 bottles. They were only available at the brewery like for over 3 days. And they sold out kind of thing. It's just a straight up goose.
Is it a wild sour or
just if you search R&D Sour Ale?
Oh, okay.
Wow. Hey, Patrick.
I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Hey, Patrick. Now the other one really flirty. Like, if you want to have it, you can have it. But you know what I mean?
Well, this beer, like if you don't like sours, you will not like this. I mean, this is like literally when I first poured it, I had it like 2 feet away from me, and I could smell the sour tartness from far away.
Sour ale.
What kind of sour is it? Is it like a Flanders?
Just a straight up. I guess like a golden.
Because I don't know. R&D sour fruit, R&D sour ale.
Sour ale. The sour fruit is the other one I was talking about. That it's like the 4.7 whatever.
Okay.
Have you guys had the new Sweetwater Berliner Weiss?
I have not.
No, and there's a lot of us that have it. It's not from Sweetwater.
I've had that.
Dude, it's a joke.
I saw that in the store today, and I didn't pick it up. But yeah, it's definitely
pick it up, Mark. It's the shit, dude. I don't even like sours, man, and I loved it.
Hey, there goes Joe. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna see Joe real quick.
Go get some.
It's coming around here or what?
Yeah.
This is it's mellowed out over the last I guess it's been 7 years since I got the bottle, so I guess it probably would mellow.
Mamas, babies, mamas.
Baby mamas.
All right.
Yeah, go like this.
Simon Jackson, ooh, I am for real.
It's crazy. I like how that's bottled too. I like that bottle.
Yeah, it's like the 500 millimeter kind of Belgian style.
So did you get 2 bottles when you got it, Pat?
You can only get 2 bottles per person per day.
Wow.
And so I actually just happened to be visiting my family in Wisconsin at the time. So I went one day with like I don't remember who it was. I think my dad or something. And then the next day I went for myself. So I got 6 of them. But again, that was 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one more bottle left after this one. But
that must have been
you got 6 out of 1,500 bottles that were available.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, about 22.
And I mean,
25,
what's that?
$22 to $25 a bottle.
$10.
You got like 1/2 of 1% of the available bottles on the whole planet.
That's what's amazing about this brewery. They upped it to $15 now. But like that sour fruit that I talked about, which is a blackberry sour, that's like the top rated sour on every website there is, like Rate Beer, Beer Advocate, Untapped. Like I said, Untapped, I think it's 4.71. That was $10 a bottle for a 500 milliliter bottle.
Wow.
It wasn't super hyped, obviously, before it got released. People didn't know it'd go that crazy. But I unfortunately only was able to go. I actually was there at the same time, but I only could go one day. So I got 2 bottles of that. I drank one years ago and I have the other one that sometime I'll crack. Or I thought about trading it to get like 50 other bottles, instead.
Right? Yeah, kind of like the number 1 pick in the draft. Yeah, kind of like I'll trade this pick. And we'll get, like that's what Belichick does, right? Like,
dude, Belichick's a beast at that. He's amazing.
Yeah, incredible. I'll share the screen on this one here.
Yeah, I'm interested.
It looks like something that's no longer in production is what I'm showing.
Oh no, they brewed it one time.
Okay,
they brewed it one time back in December 2009. That was the only time they've ever made it. So
all right, so I'm showing added 8/10/2012.
Because it was released in March 2012. They brewed it and then they aged it for 2.5 years, whatever.
So you got 984 ratings on here, 1 in the last 30 days, 5.4 ABV, 15 IBUs, and a 4.32 rating.
Solid.
Spontaneously fermented in oak barrels for over 2 years. Final fermentation in the bottle. Dude, what is it with these damn names they come up with?
Brettanomyces?
Yeah, that. Sour and highly carbonated. So I would assume the highly carbonated would stick around no matter how long you age it. I would assume it's still going to be like champagne or something, right?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely mellowed a little, but it's a little less sour and a little less carbonated than it used to be.
Okay.
Those are the type of bottles, though, that you put in the wrong conditions, they'll explode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll go downstairs one day and be gone.
Yeah. And they've actually done a few different, just straight up, like I said, this is like, they do fruited sours. Like I have a peach. It's basically this beer with peach, this beer with blackberries. They did one that's like a bourbon barrel aged mix of berries, like bramble. I think it was actually bramble rye. So it's like rye bourbon barrels with like blackberries, raspberries, and something else. But this is like the straight up just unfruited sour. And so they've done like I think a 16, 17, 18, 19. I have the 16, 17, 18 as well. I've actually traded to get those because I've always missed the releases. But yeah, that's kind of my like the one thing that I will pay a lot for and trade a lot for is this New Glarus R&D. That's their like brewery only 3 days release kind of thing. Brewery only. Yeah, I mean,
I think the real question is, what is Joe doing right now? Be out there like a motherfucker.
I don't know. Well, I got half a bottle for him, a little more. So
what's funny is I'm looking at the similar beers, and what I love right away, what stands out to me, is the similar beer to that one is Works Love Sarah. Boom! I love when a brewery names a beer is so damn good they got to name it after her, right? There's a song named Sarah too, as well.
Check this view out, guys.
I like to name. Loretta was very memorable for me. I refer to her a lot, and so is Emily. And Sarah, I have to admit, I haven't met her yet, but I am willing. You know what I'm saying?
There's
you got a sound bite for that. You're on the list. It's on the list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely on the list.
Oh shit. I don't know. That sounds a little threatening for women.
Yeah, we're on the list. Scare Sarah away. I might scare Sarah away if she heard that.
And actually,
except for Farm Girl, she don't give a fuck.
The person, the brewery that brews that beer got rated.
Yeah, Farm Girl definitely don't care. Oh yeah, we got kettle chips, baby. Beer and cheese, classic kettle chips on the show right now, I think that's got to be a first right now. That's what
Yeah, they're amazing.
Pretty good.
Real
Are they
good.
straight up kettle chips? They're not salt and vinegar or anything, just straight up?
No, they're no. They're beer and cheese flavor.
They're in cheese.
Yeah,
Oh,
beer and
okay.
cheese.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
That goes back to Wisconsin. That's why they're the 6th brewery in the world.
Highly recommended.
Look at that. This beer has been sitting. Okay, Mother of the Dragons has been sitting here open this whole time. I just poured it and look at the head off this beer. This beer, it just wants to.
That mother gives good head.
I think it's the mother of Dorf, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Dorf, wait a minute. The original Dorf just passed on.
He did this week, yeah. Tim Conway.
The original. So salute to Dorf, my friends. The original.
Salute to Dorf.
Salute to Dorf. The original Dorf just passed on. I laughed my ass off to Tim Conway for years and years and years. And
him and Harvey Korman on the Carol Burnett show.
Carol Burnett, oh my God, that whole show was hilarious, man. So salute to them. A lot of us that are, I don't know, Mark, what would you have to be, over 35? At least
probably over 40, yeah.
Probably over 40. An absolute delight for those of us that do remember Tim Conway, Carol Burnett show. Salute.
Yep. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. The original Dorf.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bum would appreciate this one right here.
Ooh.
Caramel chocolate porter. Is that
Like the salted caramel from Genesee Brewing?
Tennessee.
Oh, from Genesee. Oh, he would have loved that. He's probably still watching. That might actually bring him back in.
Tennessee Brewing. Wow.
Freshly hands washed and everything.
Did they brew that beer?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Wow.
That's the same Genesee that makes Genesee Cream Ale. That's a delicious beer.
This is a
How does that taste, sir? Does that taste better than Jenny Cream Ale?
Oh yeah, sure. No, it's solid. I mean, it's chocolate and salted caramel, just like it says.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really? It's solid.
Yeah, it's real good.
That's good.
You know, it's funny because Genesee, the first Genesee I ever had wasn't until I got to New York. When I was first stationed in New York, it was the first time I had ever even heard of Genesee.
Yeah, it's a regional brewery. It's basically.
But now you see Genesee even over here.
Lacing up the glass.
Is kind of my bigger point. Yeah. Look at that, man. That is actually a beer. Yeah. You know, it kind of reminds Genesee now, because I can go to the store right now, a grocery store that is, and pick up Genesee. Genesee now reminds me of Shiner. Like Shiner.
Yeah.
You're not going to hate on Shiner. They're not going to make the worst beer you ever had. They're just not going to make the best thing you've ever had. They're going to make a solid session brew for whatever style they're making that you've ever had.
I had the Shiner Bock on tap the other day for the first time, and it was pretty freaking good.
Yeah, that's
this
what I'm
is
saying.
a pilot batch, so it's probably got a little bit more love involved with it. But
Oh, so that initiation of trying to go
it's
into
a
beers, like
real cheap 4-pack. So
And that's kind of it.
That always helps.
It's the value buy, right? It's the value buy.
Does it say malt beverage on the can?
Probably.
That'd be hilarious.
Brewed with Hedonist chocolate. Hedonist artisan chocolate.
Artisan chocolate, yeah. It's,
yeah, malt beverage brewed with
Really?
chocolate.
It
and
does
natural
say malt
flavor.
beverage. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I've got a fresh glass. I do happen to have a brew. And I still have 100% grapefruit. I am going to try pouring a 50-50 glass here. What do you say?
A Gosa.
Yeah.
Let's give this a shot. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if we get some smoke out of Four Peaks.
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, baby! Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna shake this grapefruit juice up. Should I go juice first and then beer, or beer first and then grapefruit?
I see beer.
Juice first.
Yeah, you should go beer first because you know how much beer is in there.
Juice first, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
beer's always
So let's
first.
go beer first. I'm gonna slow pour this.
What do they call that? Mimosa. It's like a mimosa.
Yeah, now that's what they're saying. So here we go. We did the Tappa Tappa. We've got
I think it's a Gosa when it's a beer mix, Tom.
so
No
here we
way.
go. We don't have
Not trying to be a dick, bro. Just saying.
No, it really isn't though.
Yeah.
go.
Beer style.
Not at all.
So there we go. We've got the grapefruit in the beer.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Like a milkshake IPA now.
So
Yeah.
now that's actually there. That's as fruity as an IPA.
That looks badass.
Okay, tons of grapefruit. Hello, obviously.
Oh wow.
Right. Imagine that.
Wait a minute, I don't get any grapefruit.
Big predominant, I'd imagine.
I like that you're fucking around with that when I have this sour out here, Joe.
Yeah, what the hell, man? You have a world class freaking
You got-
sour house.
You could have part of one of 1,500 bottles in the whole.
There's probably like 20 of these bottles left in the world because the other
Exactly. Right.
7 years
Yeah,
ago.
Agent.
Yeah. Now, Foamy Head says it's a rattler, Tom. Hello.
That's like lemonade or like isn't that like lemonade and beer?
What's a shandy then? Because a shandy is.
Tom said, all right.
It basically just tastes
No,
like
yeah, he's right.
To you being high. All right. He said,
Called a mimosa. Is a mimosa?
Rattler
they
is
hear you right there.
beer.
Oh my God. I'm
it's
hot.
okay, but you know,
Is
I mean, you
rattler
can hardly taste the beer in it.
you could. I could have told you that one.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's great for.
but hey, we did it here live on the show. There it is. We had both of them together, so there it is.
Hey,
Whatever
Joe,
it's worth to you.
Hey Joe, can you do me? Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Please get a sample of beer off this dude.
Tom's like, drink some of that damn beer. Go out there and get that beer.
Sorry, but that beer is probably
I'll come
amazing.
to you, Joe.
Yeah,
Okay,
come on.
so he's gonna come over here. I don't have any fresh glasses, so maybe he could bring
I'll bring you one.
A 1 ounce sample at least. Yeah.
a fresh glass over here.
I'm envious.
Now Vega says it's a ripoff of Brass Monkey, you morons.
Okay.
Consider yourself on the list.
Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, and another thing, that Bummer Fred, whatever your freaking name is,
It was all fucking favorite, Mark. Just fucking end it.
Dude,
That fat piece of shit, milk dud,
Stuff on the list.
Yogi with the oversized headset.
I love the way you laugh after that.
A Brass Monkey is like malt liquor and orange juice, right?
no, that's I
We can
mean,
only hope you die in a fucking truck wreck.
no, that's
You fat piece of shit. I can only hope.
Yeah.
but you can make a mimosa. A nice mimosa is with the Allagash White.
Yeah. It's okay. Okay, so this is the. Here we go, my friends. This is the rarest of the rarest.
Pretty rare, yeah. Even more rare than malt liquor.
And we still have to Tappa.
Oh, look at that, cleared right up.
Look at that.
Look at that, Earth.
Look at that. Right there.
That's
That's Earth approved right there. You always have to Tappa, you know. But there we go. And this is the. Oh, man. Slightly aged, right? Yeah. Yeah.
70
Because you can't smell, you know, whenever a beer is aged, they do tend to smell similar. You know what I'm saying?
That oxidation smell.
Yeah. Oh.
Sour?
Wow. Very sour still. Very. Wow.
So like pucker your lips kind of sour?
No, I wouldn't call it pucker your lips sour. I would literally call this like almost
more tart.
Yeah, more tart type sour. Yeah.
Well, actually, it has mellowed a ton since it was fresh.
So, does it have any like defining fruit flavor to it, or is it just kind of straight up tart?
There's
I would say it kind of has that like fruit, like peaches and nectarines, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Patrick, yeah, Mike, it's not coming in clear. I don't know if like it had like a. Interesting.
Huh. Okay. So more peaches. All right. Not like raspberry tart, but more.
Well, I'm drunk as a skunk and I don't give a fuck. Play that, babe. Come on.
How drunk are you, man? How drunk are you, Chase?
We'll do it.
I'm feeling pretty good, dude.
Hey, motherfucker. Hey.
We're going to be out there sometime in July. I'm going to let you know, my friend. Trust me.
Definitely,
I'm Big
brother.
D and I like to rap.
Talk on the phone while I'm taking a crap. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker. Hey.
What's that other one?
Do a little thing called a redneck minute. If I'm good, I'll put you in it. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker. Hey.
Hell yeah, man.
We're fucking crazy. I swear, we ought to be in a nut house.
Hell yeah, man. You guys like to have fun, and that's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, brother.
Absolutely.
The day we stop is when we die.
The day we stopped when we drop, brother. That's right.
That's a good motto.
Don't stop till you drop, brother.
Well, it's going to be a good time, man. I have to pay a visit to some family in July, and so I am planning a trip to the Carolinas in July. So anybody else that would like to participate in said trip,
we're down, brother. We're down for the camp, baby.
Yeah, I have no doubt. Yeah, I got plenty of time off to take, so this will be
Hell yeah, big.
This will be a hoot, as they call it, right?
My wife said, "Hell yeah, Big D."
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some Big D too.
Yeah.
That will be on private circulation, is all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, we'll private that conversation, Joe. Come on. That ain't gonna be on the show, brother. Okay. My phone died. Fuck.
Oh shit. Yeah, damn.
So, as you guys can tell, man, that might be a little entertaining than the audio show we're going to.
Joe's still trying to catch his breath.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's actually before the audio show, so I don't know, Mark. That I might not be able to make it to the audio show after that.
3 months later.
Yeah, I might still be recuperating from that trip.
We got July. Yeah, you got 6 weeks. You think that'd be enough?
Who knows? You might need that 8th week. Who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it goes. Oh man, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. This will be a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know, you plan your life a particular way, and then you hit a particular part of life, and you travel, and that's where I'm at. So, you know, looking forward to seeing a lot of you. I still have my epic photo of me and Earth, man. We met up. What now? What is it now, Earth? What? I think 2 years ago now.
Well, it's like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 3 almost.
Yeah.
So you've met like almost you've met everyone in here right now, huh?
Yes, everyone in now. Yep.
Everyone in currently, yeah.
Plus Bum, right?
No, I have not met Bum. Mark
really?
has met Bum.
Mark did, yeah. I saw.
Yes.
I saw untapped pictures of Mark.
Yes. Yep.
No,
So, a couple times. Yeah, he's in Pittsburgh, so that's easy.
It'd be interesting to find like a spot we could all go to and get there, like New York City or like
Or like Phoenix, Arizona.
I know, right? Yeah. I mean that's why I try to encourage people to meet up in Denver because it's so neutral. Denver is so neutral. It's so easily accessible for I think a lot of people. Affordable.
That's like the furthest from neutral for me.
I'm sorry.
That's like a
I'd probably be closer to St. Louis or something.
I mean, it's pretty far for me. It's like a 5-hour plane flight.
No, it's not 5 hours. Not to Denver. Not from Boston.
4 to 5 hours, yeah. Legit, like that's a far flight.
No, and a 5. You from Boston, you're going to California for 5 hours.
Yeah, California's right there.
4 hours.
No.
4.5.
4.5 at least.
No.
I tell you, Tom.
No, I'm going to call BS on that one. I'll even look it up right now. I would bet Boston is maybe a 3-hour flight.
I took JetBlue. I took JetBlue when I was out now. Way more. Just to Florida.
Wisconsin's like 3.5 from here, so.
Boston's pretty far.
Yeah.
I bet it's 5.
Way up in the Northeast. Way up in the Northeast.
It's got some time. I went to Florida too, and it took some time to get out
Maybe
there.
4 hours. I'm having a hard time believing that.
Yo, they got to keep us separated some way, right?
In any case, maybe we can find a place. Well, Pittsburgh, maybe one of these days.
Yeah, I would love to go to Philly.
Yeah, maybe you know we'll find something where. Let me see.
Tell you what,
it might not happen this year. I've personally got everything already booked. You know what I'm saying? Everything already through the year booked. I think there might be a little wiggle room in there.
I could drive out to Philly. Just get a rent-a-car and drive out to Philly.
Or train.
Philly.
Yeah, train. The train probably take like 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah, but at a minimum, you can do that, right? So, we'll have to figure something out. We're still in May. We're basically the middle of May. Trying to think of everything else. Because I'm kind of we're definitely going to Denver in the beginning of September. So through the end of September, I'm already booked up, and then I still have to go. What about Dallas? That was a big thumbs down there. That was hilarious.
How about this, Joe? We all go meet the big man out in Minnesota.
I definitely, actually, I want to go to Minnesota. Actually, I do. I want to go to Minnesota. Who's down for a big meetup in Minnesota?
How about Madison, Wisconsin?
I'd honestly be down if I could do it. I would do it. I wouldn't mind going to any of those places.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
that is a kick-ass city,
and it's close to New Glarus too.
It is.
Imagine that.
It has to be one of the best beer cities in the country.
It has to be close to New Glarus. Yeah. My only problem with going to Minnesota is, God flip it, it's the opposite of Phoenix, just as extreme.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, we you know what I'm saying? We have to plan it to where the extreme that happens in Minnesota ain't happening over there.
We need together about this time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
May, June.
All wrong, Joe. Minnesota is.
Or maybe we could meet up in a neutral place like Toronto. Boom.
Dude, Toronto would be nice.
Toronto rocks. I haven't been to Toronto in ages and ages of years.
Oddly, my wife is there right now.
Isn't that something? Boom.
Toronto's pretty cool. Toronto's a good nice city.
I've never been there, but
I have it. Like I said, it's been 30 years plus since I've been to Toronto.
There's like suburbs and then a city, and then it seems like more city, and then there's more city. And
Toronto's big, man, and that was even, like I said, 30 years ago. It was big. I've seen different documentaries about different little things, and they happen to be in Toronto.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, right. Or we could just meet up in Boston. I mean,
come out to Boston. It'd be a good time.
Phoenix?
Huh?
We'll see a
Or
baseball.
Phoenix?
Or Phoenix. I mean, hello.
I tell you what, Tom, Mark, you guys come out here, open that new Glare sour fruit. There you go. 4.71 on Untapped. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
I do need to get the Phoenix. I've been thinking, not this year, but it'll probably be next year. I like that.
Guys, we can come to Boston. We can rent a car. My car's a piece of shit. I don't want to drive around like a maniac. We can go down the Treehouse, Trillium. We can hit up Boston. We can do some great things.
I do have at least enough miles in American Airlines for a round trip somewhere. So
we're definitely gonna meet up somewhere. It's gonna no charge. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think we should start planning something for 2020. I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, let's actually figure something out for spring of 2020.
Yeah, I think that works.
That gives you more than enough time.
April, May.
Yeah, enough time. Yeah, because I would actually love to go across the pond, and that would affect those plans.
I would actually really like to go to Boston. I've always wanted to visit. So
Boston's pretty cool. Yeah. It's a cool
city. Look, watch. Let me see. Let me just.
You know what, Joe? You were talking about Amsterdam at one point. Amsterdam was on my list.
Dude, I am going across the pond by the end of this year.
Amsterdam on my list.
It's gonna happen.
That's wonderful.
I don't. I hope by the end of this year, but
I go out to Amsterdam. I'm gonna have to do some mushrooms. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
just go to Colorado, man.
You'll have to speak
to your
friend.
I go 30 minutes down the road. I mean,
no, there's no red light district though.
Yeah. It's a crazy world up there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Spain. Spain would be sick.
So I'm looking at flights from Boston to Phoenix, right? Right now.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
We're looking at Tom's right. Tom's right. From Phoenix to Boston, we're looking at 5 hours. So
probably 3.5 to 4 hours to Denver.
Phoenix.
Yeah, he's right. So,
Joe, I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm looking at nonstops for basically under $400. So,
it's not the cheapest thing, but it definitely.
But that's So like, what if let's see, Southwest. No, he's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's almost 6 hours actually.
It's funny, like you literally can't hear anything Patrick's saying behind you. When you said something, you literally couldn't even hear him.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the noise cancel microphone, baby.
Don't worry, baby. It's the noise cancel.
Just saying, yeah. Noise canceling mic. Hello. It's decent quality, baby. Just saying. So let's see. We got Logan Airport, right? Let's see. 519, 522, Southwest Airlines. That's who I like to fly. Hello. I don't know who you like to fly. Everything's sold out.
Wow. I like JetBlue. JetBlue's nice.
Dang. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it is tomorrow. So hello. Duh. Little notice. Duh. Okay, so let me go. Let's look this up together here. Let me share the screen here. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I like to fly Southwest. You know why? Because by the time you figure it in bags and all that stuff. So let me go to October. Let's go to October. We're on the low fare calendar from Phoenix. Okay, this is boom 157 one way. Boom.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, baby.
You want to know if you look at the bright side? That's 1 week of gas. That's one bill at the bar, and that's a little more money as a tip. And you got yourself a flight all the way there.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
It really is so true, though.
So I'm picking this as a flight right now. So let me see. Tuesday to a Saturday, let's say. Just as a random, super random example. Here we go. 6:15. Damn.
Now I need to get
7 hours. Look at that. But that's one stop. That's not.
I need to get there as early as possible. 10:55. I can do that.
Dear God.
Wait, what? Yeah, I wouldn't take any of those
I
flights.
could fly to London quicker than that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then two. Let me just pick the cheapest flights here. Okay,
Cheapest flight.
Here we go. So, and Southwest includes 2 bags, right? $384. Boom. And you get 2 bags with that.
2 bags.
I got my 2 bags hanging, baby. Just saying.
And do they let you smoke the 2 bags on the flight?
No, you could smoke my 2 bags. Is what I'm saying. I got my 2 bags. I carry my 2 bags. My 2 bags is always a carry-on. Is all I'm saying. You ain't charging me extra for them bad boys.
Hell yeah.
But in any case, $400 basically round trip.
Yeah.
So $400. So if you figured $500, you know what I'm saying? Basically could get you there, right?
I mean, it's a different situation. It's a different situation if you let me stay at your place or if I'm staying somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for $500, we could do a meetup in October. $600 probably, depending on where you're coming from, to Boston in October.
Boston's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, and what I hear, there's a little known craft brewery. They're an up and coming, a little brewery called Sam Adams, and a little brewery. I don't know, Dogfish Head. They're doing some things. You know.
So what happened with that? Did Sam Adams basically bought out Dogfish Head, right? They didn't. Really,
Oh yeah.
Not really as a collaboration. They bought them out.
Well, they bought them. Yeah, $300 million.
Yeah, basically.
Is that it? Is that all that cost them?
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money, to be honest, compared to how much.
No, not for that. You wouldn't think, right? Not for that. No.
$300 million.
That's nothing.
I mean, I would love to have that, but that's a great amount of money. But
yeah, man,
worldwide stout that would buy.
Wow,
dude,
there's a reason I bought him, right? I mean,
I'm glad we had this conversation because I would have never imagined that kind of flight time to Boston. For Christ's sake, dear God, I swear to God, Tom, you could fly from here to London in that time.
I flew here to Azores in that time.
So there's something going on. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're stopping in Dallas or something and waiting for 2 hours.
Yeah, there's something going on because you can literally fly directly. Now it's going to cost you more money, but you can fly directly from Phoenix to London in that time.
No, that's like a 13-hour flight.
Yeah, that's way more.
Yeah, Pat knows because he's done it.
Yeah, it's way more.
Pat knows because he's done it. Yeah, he's right.
But when you look at the map and you actually open the map up and see where Massachusetts is and Phoenix, you're way further than you may think.
That's probably true. Yeah,
I'm way the fuck out here. I'm over here. You're over there. Look at you over there.
What are you doing over there, man? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I think if we all
evaluate your life, Tom. What are you doing, chest hair guy?
Neck beard.
If we all fly there and it costs us $500 each, you have to pick up a $500 tab somewhere.
Yeah,
I think that's how it works.
You guys pay for my flight.
It works, right? Wherever we can fly for $500, then you meet us there.
You guys pay for the flight. I got the drinks. That's a good one, right?
You fly, I buy, right? Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious, man. We got Farm Boy wants to jump in, huh? So we got
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah.
I wish is Havana here.
Rob says, I'll meet you MFs in Minnesota. I'll bring the blueprint.
Oh, hey, can I fit something in?
Yeah.
Hey, the big man wants to meet halfway. Maybe we can fit it in there. We can all meet up with him. Right? The big man wants hey, right? The chairman? He told me halfway.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe we can meet. I mean, no. No, see, you want to go to Arizona. I don't see him going to Arizona.
Hey, the chairman has met up with a Hawaiian dude before in Las Vegas.
Okay. That's pretty close.
Now I wonder though, if you is it kind of like Ghostbusters? If you cross the streams, if the malt liquor and the craft beer streams cross, does that like end the universe or something?
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
It's like the what do they call that when it's a a supernova?
Yeah.
Explodes. Oh, that would be nice. All going to Vegas. That'd be interesting.
That
Eh.
would be trouble.
Well, Las Vegas is kind of shit, though, to be honest.
I've never been to Vegas, so I can't really say much about Vegas.
You'd have fun for a couple of days, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be about it.
You can wander around and like walk the streets and drink, which I guess is kind of cool, but
yeah,
it's kind of garbage.
Is it one of those areas that they try, like you walking the whole time, people trying to sell you shit the whole time, basically?
Look, I mean, like maybe hand you little flyers or whatever, but
yeah.
It's
no,
just
it's.
I was there late last year and it was I don't know.
Yeah.
Not my speed.
They must serve good food and stuff, but it's more of like a drive-through city. Like you drive through, see it, drive through.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of nice restaurants, but I don't know.
Where's this at?
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Yeah.
Right?
Vegas is all about the buffets and crap, isn't it?
God.
I'm not a big buffet guy, man.
I had actually amazing New York style pizza in a like one of the big casino hotels. It's like an unmarked restaurant. You just go down a hall that seems like a service hall, and there's no signs for it. And you go around a corner, and all of a sudden there's like a hole in the wall pizza place there. It was actually pretty cool.
Well, Pat,
was that at the New York?
No, it was at what's it called? It wasn't the Aria because that's where I was staying, but it's one just right next to it. But it's like there's no signs. It like lists restaurants at the casino, and it's not listed. And you go to the floor where it is, and there's no signage. It's just a hallway. It's like a secret kind of thing. I found out on Yelp, I think.
Oh,
it was only like $4 a slice or something.
It's like the worst kept secret. Everybody knows where it is, but yeah.
Yeah, it was actually really, really good.
The New York has a pizza spot like that at the bottom too.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what?
Ground
There's
level.
a couple of your top-rated pizzerias in the country are in a little-known place called Phoenix, Arizona.
Pizzeria Bianco.
That we
Have you
could
been there,
take
Joe?
you to. A couple people on this show currently could take you to. Yeah.
Have you been to Pizzeria Bianco, Joe?
I haven't been to Bianco. I've been to the other one.
Okay. I went to Bianco like in 2009.
The one with the G.
Like yeah. The Pizzeria Bianco is the one that Oprah said is her favorite restaurant in the country. I know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you know they got crazy business after that.
Oh, please. That place. He's famous, man. He is famous.
Yeah, no, it's like an hour and a half line to get in kind of thing. But they actually have right next to it like a really chill bar that you go to, and you can like they're playing really good music and good beer, and just hang out for an hour and a half, and then you go get your pizza.
Isn't there 3 of them though, Pat? Isn't there?
There might be more now. The Pizzeria Bianco. I know he opened a couple other restaurants too. That chef, but
Can I ask a real question right now?
Sure.
What is your favorite? Say you go to a restaurant and you order a pizza. What is your favorite style of pizza when you receive it?
Margarita.
Margarita.
you mean style like toppings or style like crust and all that?
How the pizza is made.
Style. I mean, style just like a beer style. I mean,
Neapolitan style.
Is it Sicilian or it's real thin crust?
Yeah. You can bend it.
Sicilian's another style. Margarita's a style. Margarita's the original style.
If any of you guys had a bar pizza, like a 10-inch bar pizza, the small slices, you slice it up.
I don't think so.
I went to like one of the best places ever, Cape Cod Pizza in Brockton, Mass. They serve like they cook them in the pans, so they're nice. They cook them in the pans in the oven, and they're nice and crispy and they're small.
So they're slightly deep, right? That's the thing with the square-ish.
They're not deep. It's a circle, but it's very crispy on the bottom. Very crispy on the bottom.
I am intrigued by Boston pizza because there's a lot of stuff happening with New England pizza.
Never had one specifically.
You've got like Connecticut pizza,
said that, but
right? You've got Rhode Island pizza. There's a lot of stuff happening up there in New England.
Connecticut.
I can tell by the way you're talking about it, Tom, that you fucking love that pizza,
dude.
I have to give it to him because I see a lot of pizzerias on YouTube. I do watch a lot of pizza on YouTube. I swear to God, and they talk a lot about the different New England states. Like Maine has its own pizza, for Christ's sake. There's a couple different pizzas happening.
Yep.
Like that's where the grandma's pizza originates from, is New England.
Yeah.
So if it
almost sounds like a wood-fired pizza, just not just put in there by itself. It's in a pan.
Yeah. Connecticut makes some fantastic pizza.
Yeah, Connecticut's another big. Like, there's a lot of reasons to. The food in New England is
a pizza.
Yeah.
And if you're an Italian, like I'm partially Italian, so there's a reason to go to Boston. Like, there's Massachusetts has a big Italian community going, man.
Mm-hmm. I did have some pretty amazing pizza in Italy.
Imagine that.
But yeah, I mean it's the same kind of, like you said, like the Sicilian or like Neapolitan or whatever style, where it's like the really thin crust, but you can fold it, but it has like a little snap to it.
Yes, that's it. Boom.
And like kind of not.
So it's like the Totino's from the grocery store.
No,
not quite.
No, what are you doing? Oh my God!
That little snap to it.
Like the wood fire oven, super hot, like 500-600 degrees, like 5 minutes it's cooked, kind of thing.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yes.
How about the chocolate?
They literally have the ovens. I think it's 700 or 900 degrees.
Yeah, it might be.
And you put it in there, and it's effing done in like 2 minutes. I swear to God.
The interesting thing I thought about Italy, the pizzas, they don't slice it. They just give you a fork and knife in the whole pizza.
Interesting.
Yeah, Pat's been there, so Pat can, Pat's educating us because.
And we went to some fancy ass restaurants. Like, we went to like a restaurant after that was like, God, I want to say it was like my meal was like 70 or 80 euros.
I'm freaking Uber eating right now. I swear.
But the pizza was so much better than that bullshit.
Yo, we should be making.
That's where the pizza pie comes from. No slice.
Yeah, no slice. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? I am ordering Uber Eats right now.
You had Tombstone beer. You should get Tombstone pizza at the store. Come on.
No.
I know, right? Yeah, that's what the malt liquor community said in the chat. The
some Tombstone IPA and some pizza.
I think that's one step up from malt liquor
community said it.
Hey Joe, have you ever done the the clay pans you can put in the oven for the pizza?
Oh,
like a stone, pizza stone or whatever.
You put those on the grill, heat it up, make a pizza right on top of it.
Oh yeah. That's what I do on the Big Green Egg. It's a porcelain kind of thing I put over and you get that hot, and you just toss the pizza right on it.
Dude, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was actually wondering if Joe's still cooking on the salt. That was a big thing a little while ago when I was here.
It was, wasn't it? And now it's just a big salt cube.
Yeah.
I probably haven't used it as much as Mark has.
I've used it. It's been a couple months since I've used it, but yeah, it's great for steaks and.
It's great when you use it. It is my issue. My issue is I have an electric home. This salt blocks are more for fire. For if you have a natural grill. I don't grill that much. I have an awesome grill in the backyard.
You sure do. I can see it right now.
All the cobwebs on it.
You got somebody to man the grill too.
Yeah.
That grill is for pretty. I promise
There you go.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, Joe.
Yeah, that's my grill. That grill costs
the side. You could do your
thousands of dollars. You would not believe how much money that grill costs. It is insane.
There should be some ribeyes on there right now.
Because the grates for that grill I had to rebuy.
Sam, dude, you could go out there and prepare a meal right there with all
The
the
grates for that grill cost $250.
Wow.
That's just the grate.
I know.
They are some kind of ridiculous stainless steel. It's insane. That grill comes from LA. It comes from the LA area, and it's a niche barbecue grill company, and they use a particular grade of stainless steel for every flipping thing, and it's ridiculous. It's thousands of dollars for that stupid grill, and I never use it. Isn't that insane? It's crazy.
That's how all this stuff goes. I had a pool at my house in Scottsdale, and guests used it, but I never used it. It's like a trampoline. If you buy a trampoline, you never use it. Neighbors use it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
It's it's one of those things. Look, grilling is something you do, not necessarily for yourself. You do it for someone else, right? That's what you do it for. Like Mark has this big green egg, but he doesn't necessarily do it for himself. He does it for him and his wife. Like, I don't have one of those. It's just me.
Joe, I'm sitting out here right now.
That whole thing. I know, right? For those that don't know, Pat's actually in my backyard right now. So for those that don't know, that's what's up. But that's what happens. So you just don't. I'm not going to fire up my grill just for myself. I can easily go and just grab some Uber Eats or something for cheaper and quicker. You know what I'm saying?
You act when you say fire up, you act like you're roasting your own fire.
Yes. Well, that's what I was gonna say. And this,
just click it, let it sit.
This fucking thing is actually tied into
really
your house
fast,
gas, right?
Really fast.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a propane tank for this, right? This is just your gas bill?
No, it is propane. It is propane.
It has a separate propane tank?
Dude, you're in Arizona.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
You're out in Arizona, dude. You get that thing to 500 probably 10 minutes.
Dude, okay.
You're already halfway there in the summer. You go in July, and
that's the point. When it's 115 or 120 outside, the last thing you want to do is stand out in that 110, 115, 120 degree weather over a grill that is even hotter than that, and do that. Like, that is the last thing.
Out here, it's like 75 degrees out here.
He's getting hungry, Joe. I think he wants some dinner.
It doesn't help to have a tattletale out there that's telling the actual weather. I
think it's perfect grilling weather.
The weather couldn't have been more perfect over the last
I think I heard Pat say he brought some burgers. They're in the fridge.
I actually was going to bring some brats, but
brought some bacon burgers.
The weather couldn't be any better here. We're literally, I tell him, Pat, I think we're literally 15 degrees below normal temperature right now.
Yeah. I think Monday's supposed to be like 71.
They're saying in the 70s. It's the weather in Phoenix over the last, I dare say, 4 weeks has been insane.
No, like 2 weeks ago, it was like 105.
Yeah, but only for like a day or two.
So now it's 71 on Monday.
It's the weather overall in the bigger picture. We are literally 14 degrees on an average day below what we're supposed to be at. Like, it's this time last year, in other words, we were well into triple digits.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's those goddamn Chinese and their hoax.
It is in the weather here has been, it's what you move here for. It's the only way to describe it.
It's beautiful right now.
It's incredible. Mark knows because I share a lot with Mark, but I go to resorts a lot here in Arizona. There's a ton of resorts here in Arizona and Phoenix. In the Phoenix area, there's a ton of them. I go to most of them. It's the reason people come here is this kind of weather. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I will use all of that as a reason not to fire up that grill. Like I just, because my thing is I hate cleaning it up. That is my thing. I hate cleaning up that grill. I hate.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Do you ever clean up your grill? Does anyone ever? You just scrape it while it's hot, close it, put the thing under, close it, you're good to go.
It's hilarious too because in New Mexico I used my grill all the effing time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And here, Pat's seen it. You can open it up. That thing's. I never use it. I've used it twice.
Wow. Oh, you spent all that money on it to use twice? God dang!
It's insane. It is ridiculous. There's no reason to it, bro. I swear to God. You cannot. You can try to figure it out in your head all you want, and it's like.
Yeah.
I look at it and I just go, yeah, whatever. Because it's just me. I can't explain it to you any other way. It's hard for me to fire up that grill and go through all the trouble, and I know I'm gonna have to clean it up and everything when I could just simply fire up my cast iron on my stove and make a steak just as equally as good. Yeah. And it's quicker and easier to clean up, and the whole thing is. And I'm in the AC. And
hey Joe, you want to know the one thing it's great for? Frying food. You want to fry some food, bring it outside so it doesn't get a mess on the inside.
I could fry food on my stove.
I know, but it's a mess.
On my cast iron.
It's a fucking mess, mate. You get this.
I don't know how you cook, bro, but
I'm a maniac.
I mean it.
I mean like frying like fries or like oysters or something like that. Like put all that oil in there.
Oh, you know my whole theory on shelled fish.
You don't like shellfish?
Dude, it's bugs. It's sea bugs.
Dude, go to Foxwood, all you can eat buffet. I'll eat like 100 of those things.
Yeah, sea bugs. I don't do sea bugs. I don't eat bugs. I don't eat roaches. I don't eat crickets, and I don't eat them when they're in the sea either.
Everything you just described had great protein content.
If it crawls underneath the water, I don't eat it. If it swims, I'll eat it. That's my theory.
I actually don't like seafood in general, and I lived in Alaska for 13 years. Like, literally, I went salmon and halibut fishing at times, and, like, I don't like it. To eat it.
Nice pan roasted salmon on a cast iron. Oh,
like Alaskan king crab, I could probably go catch that shit myself, but not a fan.
How about crab rangoons? You guys like crab rangoons?
I like that, actually.
Okay.
Okay, we have Jay Vega in the chat, and he says, that man visits your home, and you don't cook for him? You are not Italian, Joe D. You are a poor host.
Shameful.
It's shameful.
Rub it in.
You know what modern Italian do, Jay Vega? You know what modern Italian people do? We order Uber Eats.
Italian.
We have Italian delivered.
We talk to our Italian brothers when they deliver our food.
Well, I have a person in the house that has visited Italy. And he can talk about Italian food while I have Domino's delivered.
I literally, when I was in Italy, I got so sick of prosciutto and Parmesan cheese.
Oh, I freaking hate prosciutto.
Really?
Oh, dude, no way.
So I loved it, but I had it like every single day for like a week. And that got a little tiring.
And like a nice like salami or something like that. Prosciutto is like very like, I don't know. It
when I had it, it was like 86 degrees, 80% humidity when I grilled burgers on my nephew's pellet smoker today. Not me, my friend. Not me.
It's a little easier in the north because
I had a Parmesan cheese in Parma. And so I had amazing. It was all catered food the whole time I was there because I was with the Mille Miglia, which is like a car rally. And So the entire time I was there, all the food was catered, and it was like the best of the best, because all these cities were trying to like show off.
Oh, that's cool.
And honestly, like all I wanted was to come home and eat some Mexican food. I wanted a fucking taco so bad.
He's like, give me some Filibertos, man. I swear to God.
The pizza was great, but like I had all this other stuff, and I don't know. I had like some lamb pasta shit, and like I said, that was probably, I think my meal was like 70 or 80 euro, which is like,
Wow.
close to $100 for a
Heck
meal.
yeah, it is.
And like, I would have so much rather just like had some fucking Mexican food.
Have you seen the video of that Asian lady that had the octopus stuck to her face because she was trying to eat a live octopus? Oh. She was trying to eat a live octopus, and the octopus was like, yeah, F you, B. I'm going to try to eat you first. And the octopus damn near won.
See, that's another thing I'm not crazy about is, what's that called when you have it fried up? Octopus.
Saute. Yeah.
No. When you have it like sliced up and fried, like deep fried.
Yeah, but she was trying to eat, I guess it's a thing to eat it live.
Yeah, I know it's like in Korea and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I didn't believe, one of the guys at work, we were talking, this came up in this exact conversation came up probably Thursday, I think it was. And he was like, dude, have you seen the video of the blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, right. F you, you're lying. And he was like, no, pull it up on your phone right now. And so I did. Could not believe it. And she's like, ah! Have you seen it? Swear to God, we're going to play it.
Oh, please.
Right now.
Please.
I bet you that video really sucks. Oh,
yeah, octopus stuck. It's literally one of the first. Watch, I just typed it in. Look how quick that was. It is that popular. So,
oh no,
here it is. It's annoying as hell.
It's biting her.
What the hell was she thinking?
Look at her eye.
It's stuck to her eye. Now, I want to know. You're trying to eat a live octopus.
Yeah, screw octopus. I ain't eating on.
I think it's only fair.
Yeah, that octopus was like, yo, B, you're trying to eat me? Hell no, I'm going out with a bang. I'm eating you first. You understand?
They're pretty smart, too.
What I'm trying to see is, like, she puts her on her face. You don't eat an octopus like that.
Yeah.
Like, good enough. Like, you put the whole thing, like, what do you expect to happen, lady?
She's lucky she didn't get beaked.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that octopus was like, yeah, you're going to remember my name. I'm telling you right now. You're going to remember my name.
You know the octopus is like, I'm taking a little piece with me.
Yeah, I ain't going out like that, man. The rest of you suckers can go out like that. She's going to remember my name. Yeah.
No, that's what heat's for. You cook it before you eat it.
Exactly.
Jesus. Yeah, exactly.
There's something called a big ass pot of water. And when you get it boiling, you dump the octopus in there and it just kind of right? And that's it for the octopus, right?
You ever boiled like a lobster?
Bro, again, back to the insect thing again with the water and no.
Boiling and eating. You didn't have to eat it. You know what I mean? You don't like it. You can watch them boil.
No, I'm good. I'm not eating sea bugs. I don't eat sea bugs.
But
they're still bugs.
You can hear them crying the whole time, but it's like high pitched crying. It's very weird, and you can hear them like tussle a little bit. I feel bad about it.
So what kind of beer do you pair with that, my friend?
Ooh, you want a nice light beer with a nice lobster roll, a nice like pilsner,
kind of lager.
Yeah,
you could do like a nice pilsner or something like that.
So you're not having an imperial barrel aged over 15 gifting years, and
I'll even go with a lemon shandy, like a Langenkulis lemon shandy, something nice and easy.
You know, they put lemon on that kind of stuff anyway, right?
Yeah,
you do.
In my life, I like a nice toasted bun.
If they could manage to put octopus in fish tacos, then I'll have it. You know what I'm saying?
What I was thinking of earlier is calamari. I'm not a fan of calamari.
Yeah, I mean, just the smell of calamari, I'm good.
Calamari, you bastards! You shitting up right now. You're shitting
the
up.
smell of the smell of it is like.
Oh, I don't know what you're missing, Joe. But yeah,
Joe, I'm the one guy. I'm the one guy that brings the octopus to work in the cans and eats them on break.
Oh,
like
that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
And the sardine can guy that opens the can of sardines.
I don't do it in front of people. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Are you the sardine can guy that opens the can of sardines in the smallest break room ever at work?
I'm not the asshole that warms seafood in the microwave. That kind of guy.
Yeah, slam it in the microwave.
What the hell, bro? No, I'll eat like sardines in cans. Yeah, I like that shit.
Vegas says I'm deathly allergic to shellfish.
That sucks.
Now you know his weakness.
We know the weakness in the malt liquor community, right?
There you
Shellfish.
go.
But there's also some agreement because I'm good with shellfish. I'm not eating it.
Wait,
you
so
all you want.
That's the weakness in the MLDC?
I think that's a mutual weakness because
how does the chairman talk so much shit about New England?
He's deathly allergic to it, and I'm deathly allergic to it as well because it's like sea bugs, and I'm not doing it.
So you're not allergic.
Well, let's say you
no crawfish boils.
What you like crawfish boils, Earth?
Dude, I'm missing out.
I used to catch them under the bridge.
Nice. Like
the weird thing is, I like the concept of seafood. Like, I like the style of seafood restaurants in like New England shit, but I just don't like the food.
And the sad thing is, actually, being Italian, a big part of being Italian is a lot of seafood. Like Italians eat a lot of seafood.
Yeah.
Get yourself some nice fresh oysters, dude.
Yeah, they do. They eat a lot of
that
mussels and all that crap. I mean, part of my Italian heritage is being very Catholic. I'm not Catholic, but they do all these like non-meat eating things, and so part of that is eating all this seafood. And like I said, if it swims, I'll eat it. But when it comes to that,
actually, isn't shellfish like an abomination in the Bible? I think it is.
Man, I don't know.
I
have no idea. I'm not Catholic.
Joe, do you know back in the day in the New England area, or even the East Coast, whatever coast you're on, lobster was served to prisoners.
Yeah.
That was like their food. Like it was like the same way that you look at it. It's like a bug from the seeds or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's like
shows you marketing.
Now it's like $8 a freaking pound.
Yeah.
Now it's like a delicacy.
Mr. Rayner 009 chimed in here. Did I miss the malt liquor report? I'm currently catching up on MLVs. The only thing worth watching on YouTube, folks. Figured I'd lift my leg while I'm here.
So, real quick, talking about Pilsners, one of the that actually was not intentional. I was calling back to earlier, but most Pilsners, yes, they're pissed. But one of the best beers I've ever had was a Pilsner. It was actually at the Pilsner Urquell Brewery in Czech Republic, in Plzeň, Czech Republic, and there was from like a giant wooden barrel in the basement of it, unfiltered, unpasteurized. They just take it right out of the barrel. It was so goddamn good. Like, I feel like those beers get a bad rap because so many people make so many awful versions.
Yeah.
But, like, a really good Pilsner is really, really good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
No, well, you have to get it from the source, the real source.
That's actually Wren House, which I mentioned earlier, is a Phoenix brewery, and they apparently do a Pilsner that they dry hop and stuff that's supposed to be pretty good. I'd like to try that.
Mm.
Because, like I said, that beer kind of blew me away. Because if you compare it to a normal Pilsner or Quell from, a bottle or whatever, it's better than like a Bud Light or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, compared to a good IPA, I'd never choose it. But that beer was still probably top 10 that I've ever had.
I kind of agree with Vega in the chat. I like good fried catfish with country ham and red-eye gravy. That's kind of my thing too. Yeah.
So do you like fish and chips, that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
I dig fish and chips. Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's like my cutoff. Even that, I'm not I would never choose that. But again, I lived in Alaska, so people are just shocked when they hear that.
One of my dreams is to go to England and have proper fish and chips. I want to have. I love fish and chips so much. I don't, and it's funny too because Pat, I live down the street. We might have to go there. I live down the street from one of the best fish and chips place in the city.
Really?
Yeah, it's damn good.
That'll go as long as you can get a burger.
Right? Exactly.
No, I would if it was like supposedly the best fish and chips, I'd try it.
It's actually pretty damn decent. I'm not going to call it the best, but it's pretty damn. It's the best in this area, is what I'll say. But I actually do. I like to get good fish and chips. I think fish and chips are kind of. I'm a bar food guy, and so that's kind of one of those fish and chips are a staple for bar food, right? So one of these days when I go to England, I am dying to compare probably 3 or 4 different kinds of fish and chips in London with the fish and chips that I've had here. I'm dying to do that comparison.
See, if I'm going to London, which I've only been to Heathrow, the only time I've spent in London is at the airport. But if I were going to London, I actually go for curry. That'd be my first thing that I'd go for.
Oh, curry. Yeah, all right.
Everything I heard is there's supposedly amazing curry there.
Well, they've got a lot of different ethnic people there. Yeah. That's been well documented, I think.
I got stuck overnight basically at London Heathrow because the flight was delayed and there's only one direct flight per day from London to Phoenix. So we had to stay overnight basically at the airport. And they gave us a credit for a restaurant that was at the airport. And it was maybe the worst restaurant food I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
It was a burger. And there's supposedly there's a whole kind of people say that England food is shit. English people know how to cook.
Yeah.
And I only have one experience, but if that lived up to the expectation. It was the most overcooked, flavorless hamburger I've ever had. It was shocking how bad it was. And it was $15 for a hamburger.
It's funny because all the YouTube, not all of them, but there's a lot of YouTube video clips on there that say the same thing and can prove it about English food, but the English street food can be a different ball game.
Yeah.
And
what's going on with Tom, by the way? My God. I don't know if you guys caught that.
No.
Tom.
But we have Mr. Rayner in the chat, and he says...
Vanished. He went down to the bodega. He's going to get some food.
Good God. Dorf's name is Patrick, too, folks. Been there, done that, Joe D.
Patrick it's a royal name. Maybe the best name.
In any case, man, we're about out of here, guys. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. I appreciate it, man. We had a whoa!
See, I'm telling you.
Whoa!
No!
Whoa! We got a shirtless Tom on the show.
I gotta rip the nips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So is the back as hairy as the front?
Like a little on the shoulder a little bit, but not as the front is where the potty is.
I can't believe Joe asked that question.
So
nice description, man. That is great.
I'm not shy.
Good job, Tom. You stayed skated on that one.
Well represented, my friend. Hell yeah. The front is where the party. That is the show title.
The front is where the party is.
The front is where the party is. That is right.
Yeah, that is a show title.
I'm getting flashbacks of, I actually can't think of his name though. The Santa Claus dude. The complaints about bottling dates.
That sounds familiar, actually.
No, the like major beer reviewer that looks like Santa Claus and complains about bottling.
Oh, Greg.
Great, yeah. So I remember years ago was on Share Beer post shows, and like as soon as the camera turned off from the live, he would take his shirt off. And so would Barack. Both of them were just like shirts off as soon as they could.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
No, it was. Greg was like, as soon as he could, shirt off.
Yeah.
There it is. That is the show title for 508. The front is where the party is. It doesn't get much better than that. That describes it all, my friend. So.
But Tom took it to a new level, and on the live show took his shirt off. So good on you.
Mr. Rayner says, "Good God, Teen Wolf, shave off that crap and weave it into a rope and hang yourself." Oh, that reminds me. Now that he mentioned man weave, listen. Have you guys seen? For some reason, it's been coming up in my stream, probably because I'm bald. Have you seen the man weave videos?
No.
On YouTube. Literally, you can get a bald guy like myself can get a man weave, what they call a man weave. You can also get a beard as a man weave.
Don't they put they glue like a chunk of hair on your head?
They literally glue I don't know, some sort of weird fabric to your head, and then to that they glue hair.
So it's like a wig for a guy.
It's basically
Is this what the millennials are doing these days?
It is insane. Check out just YouTube man weave.
Then they line you up, right? They cut that.
And then they line you up. It is crazy. I've seen a couple of them now. They came up in my stream for some reason. So I checked a couple out and I couldn't believe it. They can do it. And credit to the barbers. They are doing incredible stuff with the beards. It looks like your beard. And it says it lasts for a couple of weeks. You can shower and everything. It's insane.
It sounds like you've looked into this, Tom, but I don't think you need to.
Tom is good. Tom is good.
He doesn't need a man wave.
I appreciate people that want to get that type of thing.
Hey, I appreciate anyone, right, Earth? Anyone that can get on here, knowing it's recorded forever, shirtless. You've got to be pretty secure enough yourself to do that. So
I thought I knew only one person that had the balls to do that, but now I know two.
I remember when I was in high school, I was shameful of my hair. I used to shave it. I was in swimming class. And it came to a point I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. You know, get my chest. I don't want to grow it back. Like, I'm just gonna throw it out and just take it in.
See, that's how Teen Wolf came to accept himself too.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah, I am who I am, damn it.
Right.
Yeah. And accept me who for I am.
Yeah, we're all
right.
We're all different.
That's what
we all come in different sizes and weights and looks. And,
that's right. Hey, I'll tell you what, because the best I'll ever do is a tank top on here, and I rarely do that. So hello.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you won't find me at a Roman bathhouse. So
that's right.
That's where I'm gonna go.
That's just, I show up in a tank top on Mark's show, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I wish the champion was in here. That would awesome.
Well, you guys hang on for a post show. Me and Joe, we'll get a little crazy.
all we're saying is shirtless and oil. That's all we're saying.
Little rascal.
Getting crazy at the fish and chips place.
And fish and chips, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out, man.
I'll see you soon, Joe.
See you guys.
Yeah, I'll see Pat soon. Yeah. Absolutely.